Yo, 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 yo. Pronounce it like the letter, don't say it at all. It's your boy S, and this is Barz Wrestling Media. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Coming up next, we got a lot to talk about, from Royce Keys to Bad Bunny Super Bowl and a whole bunch other controversial stuff. Y'all gonna want to hear this. Stay tuned. Barz Wrestling Media. Live on TikTok.
Built this from the floor with a cord and a vision. Still independent, but it sound like a major decision. Keep the meter in the red, cause the heart's in the rhythm. They say the bars got wings, I just call it ambition. Mic check, we're live. Topic of the day, storytelling in the ring. Let's break it down and see why it matters.
Barz Wrestling Media.
Here's your host, Barz Wrestling Media.
We back. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for more content. Barz Wrestling Media. We are live right now on YouTube and TikTok and Facebook. Yeah. So we got a lot going on tonight, folks. We got a lot going on in the wrestling world, folks. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So before we get into these topics here, let's do a little bit of icebreaker. I want to hear everybody check in and see what's going on with y'all. Action Jackson, what's good with you, man?
What's up? What's happening, y'all? How's everybody doing?
Everybody's doing swell, man, on my end, man. What about you?
Doing good? Man, trying to get catched up, man. I mean, I'm hearing something about Royce Keys and age. I ain't know about that. That's
Yeah,
kind of
man. Yeah, man. They trying to come after your boy, you know what I mean, on some other stuff, man. So we gonna break that down real quick and see what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see what's the truth and what's not the truth. You know, that's what it is right now. Yeah, man. They trying to talk about his age and whatnot, but we'll see. Yeah, Chad Wrestling, what's good with you, man?
What's up, y'all? Yeah, I read about this Royce Keys situation too, so I'm trying to figure out like what's going on with this, man. Because I wish the man all the success that he can have in WWE since he made this move.
Yeah,
So we'll see how this goes.
yeah. They trying to come at your boy, so we gonna talk about it. Man. Other than that, man, how you feeling this evening, man?
I'm feeling good, man.
Okay, that's good. Oh. Mr. Allen, OG triple. What's going on?
Not too much. I mean, I heard about the Royce Keys incident, and it's like, what? I've known him for a long time because he used to wrestle down in our way when he first started out and everything. It's like, what's going on? It's just blowing my mind.
Yeah, I ain't really thinking too much of it, but I'm just bringing it to the table and hearing what everybody else got to say, man, and then we just going from there. But I ain't really thinking too much of it. But apparently a lot of people are disgruntled about it or whatever. You know how the tribalists are, so we gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, and to me, what's weird, he's over 18. Why worry?
Exactly. It's funny because we did kind of talk about age a week or two ago on the show. So we gonna see what's up with this. Mr. Entertainment, what is going on? Oh, he did.
Black, and you're still my best friend. I'm chilling. I got to talk to Too Cold this morning. I was up in his live. It was like chilling, talking about the match that we had and everything like that. It's like I'm starting to catch everybody when they're online now because I just been doing a lot, and I don't even know what happened with Royce Keys, so somebody gonna have to fill me in.
Oh yeah, we about to talk about it. We about to talk about it. We is definitely going to discuss it. And my man Don John, what's good with you, man? You new to the live, man? What's going on?
What's going on? No, I was on here not too long ago. I think it was like maybe last week or so.
Oh,
But
you
I
probably
was on here.
was. You probably was.
Yeah,
You probably
yeah,
was.
yeah.
But anyway,
But
welcome,
everything
welcome,
going
man.
good though. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
hell yeah,
appreciate
man.
you. I appreciate you, man, for tapping in with
What
us
up,
tonight.
Don? What up, Don?
What's going on? What's going on, Action Jack, man? How was your birthday? You said it was your
Oh,
birthday, right?
it was cool, man. It was cool.
It's
All right.
good,
Yeah, it was
man.
my
That's
birthday,
good.
bro. Yeah.
That's good,
Mhm.
man. It's blessings.
Yeah, it is a blessing.
So
It definitely is.
let's get into it. First on the menu right now. So Warner Brothers Discovery versus Brody King. So what do y'all think of this? First of all, before I get into my opinion, who has heard about this so far? Anybody on the panel can tap in. Who has heard about this whole situation?
Yeah, I read the craziness online today on Twitter. So, yeah, it's been blowing up like crazy today.
Yeah. So what apparently is going on is, if y'all watched Dynamite last week and y'all been watching Dynamite for some time with Brody King, he's had a shirt that says "Abolish ICE." Now, mind you, before anybody gives their opinions, whether it's in the chat or whether it's on the panel, I do want people to use TikTok language. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to get kicked off the live. So just respect the live, use TikTok language, and keep it moving. And we're going to excel from there. You know. So anyway, so what's been going on is, he's been wearing these Abolish ICE shirts and a bunch of other things that's been occurring as far as his representation of what he feels, you know what I mean? Because this is his opinion. Everybody has their own opinion of what he feels as far as how ICE is treating people, okay? So what happened was, last week, I believe it was not just recently, when he faced MJF. You know they're going to have a championship match tomorrow. So when he faced MJF, you know, just after he steps into the ring, they're saying F ICE. That's what they're saying. And when I say they said it, and it was not being blocked out, they were saying it. You could hear them loud and clear, F ICE. When I watched it, I could not believe what I was hearing. But, hey, you know what I mean? It wasn't blocked. They was warned, and it wasn't blocked. And you can see the look on MJF's face. MJF was like, he couldn't believe it neither. Now, here's my take on it, and then I want to hear you guys' take. My take is, well, first of all, people are saying that Brody King could lose his job. No, he's not. He's not losing his job. He's not losing his job. Now, mind you, Warner Brothers Discovery did come out and they stated that they did not remove Brody King from this recent Dynamite. They did not ask for him to be removed. They did not ask for him to be removed. What actually happened was, which is what always happens when they got big events coming up, they are already flown into Australia and they're doing promo. That's what happened. That's why Brody and MJF weren't on Dynamite. You understand what I'm saying? Now, mind you, all this stuff, all this old diabolical has been coming from no one other than Dave Meltzer. You know what I'm saying? So whether you expect Dave Meltzer's opinion or not, you know what I mean? Sometimes he be on point, sometimes he don't. You know what I mean? He's up in the air at times, you know. But they say that he's getting paid by AEW under the table, whatever. Bunch of stuff. I don't really care about all that. I'm just trying to get to the point of this whole matter as far as this whole Brody King situation. So they try to say that he was, Meltzer try to say, not they, Meltzer try to say that he was removed because of that, but it comes out that that wasn't the truth because Warner Brothers Discovery debunked all that and they just basically said no, they had nothing to do with that. So what's being said is that why isn't Tony Khan speaking up and saying and telling people to stop all this ICE stuff at his events? So my opinion is that he can't stop the people from talking. People are going to feel how they want to feel. So then people are saying that why don't he stop Brody King from wearing the Abolish ICE shirts? I'm like this. Now, controversy sells and is a business. If you want eyes on your company, a lot of times people are going to use certain things to keep the eyes on their company, whether it's negative or positive. Honestly speaking, to me, this could be a positive on Brody King's behalf because Brody King could be looked at as a hero amongst all foreigners. You understand what I'm saying? He could be looked at as a hero. I don't see him getting removed because of this. Now, do I see them telling him to stop wearing the shirts? Yeah, I could see them doing that. But them removing him from his job because people feel how they want to feel about the whole ICE situation, nah, I don't see that. If that happens, then that's unfair because he has no control over that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't see nothing happening. If anything, it's going to boost ratings. People are going to want to be there just so they can chant and just so they can make noise, just so they could do all that. So that's how I'm looking at it. I feel like everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know what I mean? I don't see what Brody King is doing is wrong, but some people might. So that's how I'm looking at it. Any thoughts, any opinions, folks? Anybody can chop in.
Well, it's I see your whole point, but you got to understand. I don't. I personally think it's cool that like he's doing his own thing, saying, "Hey, I don't like him. F ICE. I'm down with the cause. Whatever." That shows a lot. I don't think a lot of people in WWE would do that because you have to follow the machine, and what the machine tells you not to do, you can't do it, or you can speak a little bit of it, but you can't speak a lot of it. And I'm quite sure there's a lot of people that got a lot to say about what Vince McMahon did, but they don't say it. But he's out there, he's like saying, look, I don't like ICE. I don't like the fact that these guys walk into people's houses, take their kids or take them, and then deport them out. I don't like it. And then he's with a company that's saying, you know what? You're one of our stars. You don't like it. We don't like it. You want to express yourself. Go ahead out there and do it. It's like AEW's got like an ECW attitude about certain things.
And absolutely. I agree with you 110%. And not for nothing, when MJF was on the Chris Van Leek show, he definitely said that. He said he loves his company, and he said, and now he didn't say it in this type of wording, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going off of what, I heard him say. I don't remember word from word, but what he said was that he loves his company and he loves the fact that they are able to express themselves without any handcuffs. That's not word for word what he said, but that's basically what he said. You know what I mean? And they're right. AEW is a free-spirited company. They're not WWE. So if anybody's trying to make them like, oh, they should stop saying this or stop doing, they're not WWE. AEW is a free-spirited company. They do as they feel. They do as they please. You know what I'm saying?
I get you on that. My whole thing with that is that Like if you look at the two companies, like you know, a lot of dirt goes down in the WWE, and the WWE just like fires people and wishes them their future endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
AEW's like, okay, this is why we fired them.
Mm-hmm.
They did this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't care if you know. We don't care if it makes us look bad, but this is the truth. Before any rumors get started, let me show you the tape, the footage, or whatever we got saying this is what happened. So
Mm-hmm.
when I look at things like that, and I'm like, okay, no one in WWE would even try to do that. No one.
Well, I mean,
They may,
not
they
for
may,
nothing.
they may go on their own podcast and secretly say something like "I humbly agree" and then just leave it at that. They'll give you that little 10-second bite,
Mm-hmm.
but then that's it. They won't have a whole platform full of it. Do I like Ice? No, but that's not none of my business. And then move on to the next whatever.
Yeah. There you have it. I mean, it's self-explanatory. I believe there's a lot of people in WWE that probably feel the same way as Brody, but they're never going to speak out about it because of the fact, look who they work for. You know what I mean? That whole company is controlled by Trump. basically, the whole company is like, that's a Trump company right
Pretty
there.
much.
That's a
Pretty
Trump
much.
Amen to
company.
that.
Yeah, it's a Trump
Yeah.
company.
What makes it even worse, though, I mean, we all have First Amendment rights, and that's what I'm really digging with this Abolish ICE and Brody King, is he's expressing his First Amendment rights, which, you know, it's kind of funny, reminds me of the early NWO days. They were kind of pushing that limit too. And I mean, that's where I, you know, being as long as I have, where I do dig AEWs, they are very expressive. Where I hate WWE is they, you know, they demand them and them only.
Yeah, WWE would never allow their wrestlers to have this type of voice, you know, and it's just the way it is, you know. Like, they just won't allow their wrestlers to have this type of voice. If you
They have
notice,
to play within the system.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? They can't talk about what Vince did. They can only say, I hope he gets out of it. They can't talk about how certain situations. They can't say who the female wrestler was that he paid $12 million to do whatever it is she did. You know what I'm saying? They can't. They can talk about some of it. They can't talk about all of it. But I'm like, it's all gonna come out eventually.
eventually,
So why not talk? So why not talk about it? Well, okay,
eventually.
he's gone from
But they won't control
WWE.
everybody's stuff.
That's what I don't get. I mean, everybody in here's got a job. They work for somebody. But if I'm like, the minute I punch out and if I want to talk about something, I'm gonna talk about it. If my job don't like it, I'm like, look, that's my free spare time. What I say on my own thing is my own thing. If you want to support me, be behind me when I do it. If not, go over there and listen.
But not for nothing, you know, not everybody has that free spirit when it comes to who they work for, you know, and it's a shame because, like, we live in a society, like, everything is censored nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? Well, all right, well, let me put it like this. Everything is not censored. I'm gonna just say the things that need to be said are censored because people will get in their feelings. That's what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? People get in their feelings too much. So everybody's touchy when it comes to topics like this. They don't really want to speak their opinion. It took, for example, The Rock's daughter. The Rock's daughter left WWE NXT. Now she came out and she basically said, now that she's not with the company, she can speak how she feels. That just tells you right there. Like, she couldn't really say what she wanted to say. And then, if you notice, as soon as they say what they want to say on social media, if they work for the E, what happens? Their account goes black. They got to remove everything they said.
Yeah.
What was you
And
gonna
the
say,
crazy part
Action?
about
2 months later, you're not hot. You're released. 2 months later, you're released.
Or it don't even have to be 2 months later. They could
You're
just
released 2 months later.
they could just say that you suspended for some time, take a day off. What
Yep. Or
what?
a couple weeks, maybe a month. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what happened to what's his name on LFG. Remember?
Who?
That's what happened to old boy on LFG. They released him. Forgot his name. He was on LFG. That one black dude.
Brody, not Evander Holyfield's
The
son.
muscle guy.
Muscle. Who you talking about?
Troy
That was Evander
something. Troy. Not.
Troy.
No, that Evander Holyfield is the other black guy. The one.
I'm trying to remember.
Well,
see, I don't watch LFG.
Well, he
so
got released.
I don't even.
Troy Yearwood. Troy Yearwood. Am I right? Troy Yearwood. That's his name.
Okay.
The one that used to come out with the change and shit.
What happened?
You used to come out with the change and all that kind of stuff. Used to come out big guy and everything.
No, he's like the muscle guy, man. The muscle guy. He kind of remind you of like a muscle guy. And yeah, he was like really have muscles and stuff.
You talking
they
about
released him because I think he said something about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Troy Yearwood. I know who you're talking about. He was the guy that had the gimmick like it was like a Christopher Nowinski type of gimmick.
Yeah.
It was him. I know you're talking about.
Yes, him. They released him because he said something about Hulk Hogan. He said something bad about Hulk Hogan, and they released him 2 months later. It wasn't even a month later, I think.
Are you sure it was because of that?
He was gone.
Are you sure it was because of that, or it wasn't because of something else along the lines? You sure it was because of that? Because there's a lot of people that said
he said
something
something against the company.
Okay.
He said something against the company.
Okay.
He said something against the company. I guess he didn't say it. He said it a different type of way. It wasn't right, but you know.
Well, I mean, it happens. It happens, you know.
I think it's very interesting of just the timing of it because of what we've seen the last couple weeks with Minnesota Minnesota, and I just think it's very interesting, very telling about the perspective of politics in wrestling for years, and I'm just wondering why did Wrestle Absorber with Dave Meltzer, what is he getting out of all of this? And the conversations, of course, going back today, you had Sean Ross Sapp say, you know, that's cap. None of that never happened. And then here you go, Dave Meltzer then trying to low play it, like he was basically trying to say sometimes when you're in the back, sometimes things just happen a little bit differently. And he was basically trying to say it's very telling that, you know, they're saying that they didn't, but basically things can be a little bit fickle. And I don't think the way he was wording things really said too much, backed itself up. And then also as well, how long is this going to play out? You know, the shareholders, as far as in Paramount, Netflix, trying to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery, you know, they're going back and forth trying to counterbid each other. But what would they say to, you know, Warner Brothers Discovery about they want a different direction of how they want AEW on that platform? You know, what would they decide to do at that point? So I think they're going to also play on that side of the aisle where they don't want anything to mess up their money in the long term.
Yeah,
and,
I think you're right. But go ahead, my bad. I don't want to cut you off, my fault.
Oh no, you good. Yeah, and I just there's power up top. Of course, you got the media networks, the producers, all the way up to, you know, the equity firm that put their bid on this whole acquisition as well. It's just so many moving pieces how is this going to work out in the long term? Because Tony Khan, like how you said, is going to back up his wrestlers, but then like it was on MSC News, it was on CNN, it was all on the news networks. I think it's just quite interesting of what's going to happen going forward because Tony Khan could go out there on the pre-show on the dark match before the actual show comes on and give his take on with the fans that he will kindly ask for them to not say F Ice. But what would that do to him going forward against the fans? So he's walking a fine line.
You're right. And that actually was addressed when I was watching JD from NY. He said something like that. So here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. If Tony Khan didn't address it in the beginning, as far as like Brody wearing the shirts and whatnot, then there's nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And another reason why I feel like he did not address it, let's be for real. AEW has a lot of foreigners in their company. Okay? They have a lot. Tony Khan is a foreigner. Tony Khan's family are foreigners. Okay? Not Tony. I believe Tony Khan was born here. I'm not 100%. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that Tony Khan's whole company is majority foreigners. You got Americans in there, but it's majority foreigners. I honestly feel like Tony Khan agrees with everything that's going on right now. And he's not going to stop nobody from speaking how they feel. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, if Warner Brothers Discovery had an issue with it, when it first started, and I'm talking about when Brody first started wearing them shirts and they seen it on live television, they should have addressed it then. They should not. If Tony Khan's gonna be held at fault too, then you gotta hold Warner Bros. Discovery at fault too, because he's been wearing those Abolish Ice shirts for like how long now? This is not his first rodeo with them shirts. Like people are just addressing it now because the whole F Ice chants, but he's been wearing the shirts for like how many weeks? So
it's been quite some time. I agree with you. And one more point before somebody else goes. Just want to land my plane and let me know what you think, because we know how the NFL is and how they pretty much shut everything down because they want to protect the shield. And of course, like how you said, the Khan family with his dad Shahid and Tony Khan are majority owners. Mm-hmm. And will this be something that ends up going too far where it carries on to the NFL and Shahid Khan and what he thinks about what his son is doing and what the company is doing about F Ice, because we know how heavily political the NFL can be. We've seen it with Colin Kaepernick. Do you think if this goes on for a little while longer, when it comes to reporters and journalists, that they're going to eventually try to get towards Shahid Khan and get his thoughts on it, and try to lower the heat or whatever he has to do in order for things to not get too riled up in AEW and this whole political situation that's going on right now?
All right, so this is how I feel about it, and then I want everybody else to get their take on it before I go on to the next topic. So this is how I feel about it. Like I said, if any part of that company or any establishment outside of the company, whether it's his family or not, had any issues with it, they should have addressed it a long time ago. If his father had an issue with it, he should have told Khan, his son, to go talk to the wrestlers. Talk to the wrestlers about it. So if no discussion was being made, and honestly, we don't know if a discussion was being held because we're not there, we're not behind the scenes, so we don't know. We just all having discussion and speculating. But if they didn't address it then, why address it now? You know what I'm saying? So honestly speaking, if it goes to that far to the NFL or whatever, which it could, which it kind of has already, if you think about it, because it kind of has, because it kind of leads on to the next topic that we going to get into in just a moment. But it kind of has already with Bad Bunny. If you really think about it, it kind of already has. You know, they just didn't add the ice part, but it kind of already has. You know, what's your thoughts? Action
on the ice on the NFL.
Yeah, the ice joint.
Man, I don't know, man. I'm just tired. I'm tired of hearing about them. I'm tired of the whole thing because it's getting ridiculous, man. Why are we keeping all this hating, man? Why are you going after people that's in this country, man? Why are you doing this? Like, this is not your country. This is not your country. Y'all didn't build this country. Like, you know, that's my thing about it.
It was built. This country is built off of foreign blood, but they don't seem
foreign blood, man. Like, come on, man.
They don't seem to think that, but you know, I mean,
how do you have the right
know?
to tell? Yeah, how do you have the right to tell somebody, oh, you can't be here, you can't be there, you don't belong here? How you got that right? Where's your papers at?
Well, like I said, like, all right. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, and their whole thing is they want people here legally, which in all honesty is true. You know, people should be here legally. But let's be for real here. A lot of the immigration makes it difficult for people to cross over here. They make it difficult. Even when you have all your papers, they still make it difficult for you. If I tell you right now what my in-laws are going, my in-laws were just here not too long ago. My in-laws were just not here not too long ago. They were here for like 6 to 7 months. You know what I'm saying? They had passports, papers, and everything. As soon as they decided to go back and check on things back in Nigeria, what happened? They tried to come back. They was like, nope. You know what I'm saying? But they got their papers, though. They got all their documentation. You know what I'm saying?
This is the difference. One part that I never understood. I feel like when the immigration process, the inception of it, when it first began, it never been instructed correctly.
Yeah, they got their papers. They have everything.
The chair and stuff.
Okay. So, but and then you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I didn't even have this type of issue when I went to Nigeria. I'm a dual citizen. I'm a citizen of the United States of America, and I'm a citizen in Nigeria. You understand what I'm saying? I could go to Nigeria right now and stay and not have to worry about nothing. But if my relatives try to come down here and stay, they're going to get harassed. You see how crazy that is? But they got their papers. They got their papers. They got everything. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is between them and me is that I'm an American citizen. I'm American first. You know what I'm saying? My citizenship, I just got my citizenship over there not too long ago. That's the only difference.
You should be able to leave when you want to, and not be getting harassed or like being made difficult and shit. Because it's like, if I'm gonna just use this for example because I didn't really know my background, right? So my background, I'm Dominican and Haitian And I got some other stuff in there, but if I was ever to go to the Dominican Republic and I wanted to be there for like a month or two, I should be able to be able to go over there. And the same thing with Haiti. It's just it shouldn't be an issue of like you know I should be having problems getting back to America, especially if I'm born here and shit like that. You
Yep.
know.
Yeah, that's what it is. And you know what's crazy? And my wife told me this the other day. She said she don't know if we should go and visit Nigeria this summer or the following summer or ever because she afraid that we won't be able to come back. Even though we're citizens, even though I got my papers saying that I was born in the United States of America, even though I'm a citizen in Nigeria,
Yeah.
they will probably give me a hard time still. Even though you could tell I'm American, right? They still will probably give me a hard time just for the simple fact that I have citizenship in another country. You see what I'm saying? You see how crazy that is? You know what I mean?
Real crazy. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that.
But you know it's the world we live in. It's the world we live in now. So it is what it is, man. Like I didn't I I hate politics. It's part of the reason why I hate politics, man. I haven't been a fan of politics in years, man. In years, man. And like I'm probably never gonna be a fan of politics again. Ever. Ever. Specifically because of this. Exactly why I ain't gonna be a fan of politics. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Daydream, what's good? Natasha, what's up? Smiley, what's good?
What's going on, sir?
Everybody in the chat right now. YBM, what's going on? Everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to y'all. Continue to share, continue to like. Let's get everybody up in here. All right, Chad, man, what's your thoughts on this real quick before we go to the next topic? I want to give everybody a chance to speak.
Or if people want to wear abolish ICE shirts and chant F ICE, they should have that right to do that, and they shouldn't be stopped. Let them keep doing it. America is in a heck of a place right now. What's going on, and I don't know what the solution is to it, but we need to come together and figure it out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree 110%. Like, America is in a real desperate place right now. I never thought in a billion years, man, I'll see something like this. Like the way things is going in the United States, I never thought I would see anything like this. I'm not even really worried about myself or my wife. I'm worried about my kids. I'm worried about my kids. That's what I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about my kids. So
I feel you on that, man. Because the process when it comes to the immigration process, it's very long. Sometimes they give you, 5 months. Sometimes they give you 5 years, and you get questioned about your lifestyle, your family, your wife. Is that relationship is a real relationship? It's just crazy how you get interrogated the way that you do. So I definitely agree with you, man, because it gets to the point that sometimes that individual or that family, stops and quits because it gets very exhausting. Of course, that's kind of what they try to do to avoid, having too many individuals with immigration status that they can go have dual citizenship or a green card or a travel visa, whatever that looks like that you need in order to, go where your destination is.
Right.
And, they try to do a lot of things to kind of, prevent that. So I agree with you, man. So I hope everything definitely works out because I know you know how it is, man. You don't want to see any bad situation go down or anything like this. So especially in this time that we're in right now. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. Things is just different right now. So all I got to say, man, is that people out there, man, stay safe. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't think people's opinions should get censored over things like this. But they try to censor people's opinion. Like, man, there's a bunch of things I could say about this. This is like a real long topic. I don't feel like this is something that is going to be cured or stopped overnight. It's going to take a process. It's so
Yeah.
many things that's tied in here. Racism is tied in here. Social injustice is tied in here. So many different things is tied up into this topic. And
Financial, like
oh,
financial stuff going on.
definitely
You got
financial.
that going on.
Definitely financial.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is that people need to just stay safe. Stay out of harm's way, and hopefully sooner or later or whenever this will boil over, and people can go back to somewhat of a normal life. That's how I'm looking at it.
Because it seemed like it hasn't been known for the last, I would say, 7 years, six
Yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I feel like it's only gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, it's
That
getting
that
worse.
that's how I'm looking at it. Yeah. But let's get to this next topic, and it's in connection to what we already discussing in this Bad Bunny Super Bowl performance. Now, mind you, like I said before, we need to use TikTok language. So I don't want us to get kicked. I don't want people to say they're offended. I don't want none of that. Let's just have a mature discussion without all the other stuff. So I'm gonna give my take real quick on the whole Bad Bunny performance, and then everybody could tap in. You are all welcome to tap in the chat if you would like to come up on the panel. Just request, and I definitely will let you up on the panel to express your opinion. Whether I agree or whether I disagree, it doesn't matter. It's everybody's opinion is welcome. It doesn't matter. So just be respectful. That's all I ask. So here's my thing, right? I didn't have a problem with the performance. I thought the performance was very unique. Um, what I did notice, was it sounded like he was having some sort of audio problems with when he was performing. I don't know if that was done intentional by them because they were trying to censor him or whatever. It sounded like a little bit of technical difficulties here and there. I don't know if anybody caught that. I know when I was talking about it at work, people were telling me that, yeah, it sounded like he was having a little bit of technical difficulties. So I had to go back and watch the performance. And it did sound kind of like, his audio was going in and out. I don't know if anybody peeped that. Did anybody peep that with his audio? Anybody? Nobody? Nobody
My
peeped
bad.
that with
No, I didn't catch it, but I definitely wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened because
yeah.
we've seen it before. So I wouldn't be surprised if it did happen. Now, if it happened intentionally, I won't be surprised about that too. I mean, a lot of people was saying a lot of things about how they wasn't excited for Bad Bunny to be there. So, but to me, Bad Bunny is one of the biggest stars we have been for quite some time now. Is like how I said on another live, internationally, it's Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Bad Bunny, and of course there's other two like Chris Brown. List goes on, but they are so huge right now. So
Definitely.
I can definitely see how some things didn't pan out. But I like the lighting. I like the uh the outfits, the production of it. I really enjoyed it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this, and that could have been. It could have been just a station issue. It probably it didn't even have to be his audio. It could have been the station's audio because we got to understand too. He's broadcasting all over the world, so it could have been a station problem too. But that wasn't something that was like extraordinary huge. You know, it was just something that I noticed. That I just wanted to speak on. But as far as the performance, I thought his performance was great. People were complaining about it was in Spanish. But mind you, folks, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Whether you believe it or not, it's part of the United States.
And no, they didn't have no president from Puerto Rico. Stop. You know what I mean? Come on, y'all. Come on. That's what what's his name said. You idiot. You freaking idiot.
Yeah, so it's part of the United States, folks. So let's get it together. But it wasn't part of the. Listen, it don't matter when it became part of. It's part of the United States now. Okay, so get it through your head. It is what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are complaining. Oh, it wasn't in English. Listen, if the thing is, when it comes to music, especially when it comes to performing in the artistry of music or whatever, is that some things don't have to be translated for you to understand it. You could just watch on TV and get a gist of what he was talking about in the performance. You seen the mom and pop shop. You seen the what was it? What was it? He had the little stand. You see the people at the nail salon. How many
Yep, yep.
times how many times we in our hood and we walk past the little poppy store? You know what I'm saying? We go inside the poppy store, we get the little empanadas or whatever, and we get the little dollar candies and whatnot. He was basically telling how people in the community work hard in their neighborhoods. He was telling a story. How hard is that not to figure out?
Man, it's crazy because it's been going back to back years where people complain about the artist that has performed in the halftime, but people fail to realize that there's a board in the NFL. One of those people are Jay Z.
Mm-hmm.
They discuss the list of artists that they're going to do. Then you also have to think about the city of San Francisco. They also have to approve it too as well. So
Mm-hmm.
if they both signed off on it, what does that tell us?
There you go. There you go. Enough said. This is why I said this is why I said before, like a lot of these people that are complaining, they don't their opinions don't are not valid. They don't hold no merit as far as their opinion. You know what I'm saying? They just mad for nothing. They just mad for nothing. You know what I'm saying? People complain about him speaking Spanish. They can't understand this. Well, don't watch it. Turn it off when it's done, then go back to the football game. That's what I say.
Ain't our
That's what
fault.
I say.
These folks didn't take those extracurriculars in in middle school and or high school. Ain't our problem.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean?
it really didn't bother me like it bothered everybody else. It didn't bother me like it bothered everybody else. Everybody else was bothered by it. I was not bothered by it at all. I liked the performance. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, like I'm not complaining about it at all. You know.
Man, a few years ago, when he came out with that song with Booker T, I listened to that album so many times, not knowing what I was listening to, but just the flow, the repetition, the way it was produced, you you felt it. You know what I'm saying? And man, that album is dope, man. I really enjoy the album. And shoot, I may turn it on tonight. I know he had a couple albums that came out not so long ago, but
Hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna definitely probably go back and rerun it.
Yeah, man. I like I said, man. I don't see the issue with it. You know, I know there's people that do. You know, and that's their opinion. That's their prerogative, man. If they feel that way, that's on them. For me, I didn't see the big deal with it being in Spanish or not. It is what it is. I ain't really have no issue with it. I thought it was a
I
cool.
had no issue with it either.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
thought.
care. Hey,
Hmm.
my bad. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I had no issue with it. I mean, I was okay with it, man. Like, who cares? Like, man, one
Hmm.
year just, hey, one year to just have Spanish music. Who cares?
Hmm.
Y'all get in
Yeah,
that year.
I agree. I agree with you 110%. But yeah. So but before we go into the next topic, I want to point out something that somebody posted video wise, and they basically said something that was interesting.
Interesting.
So for those of y'all that know, I'm from Atlantic City, New Jersey, born and raised, whatnot. So what happened was there's a spot in AC called Duck Down Tavern. Now, this one content creator posted a video about Duck Down Tavern. Now, anybody that's from my neck of the woods knows about Duck Down Tavern. Duck Down Tavern is in the middle of Latino country. And when I say that, is that part of AC is nothing but Latin community for the most part. I'm talking about from Florida Ave all the way down. Majority Latin community. You understand what I'm saying? Majority. From when I used to live there. I don't know if it's still the same way now, but when I used to live there, on that part of AC, it was nothing but Latin community. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my point. My point is what was said in the video by this creator. I forgot his name. He's a DJ, or what I mean, that's his name on TikTok. So he said that when they were playing the Bad Bunny Super Bowl performance inside Duck Down Tavern, he said that the Duck Down Tavern muted Bad Bunny's performance. He said they muted it. So they played the pictures and everything, but they did not allow him to speak.
Oh wow,
That's
that's
what he
crazy.
said. That's what he said. Now, mind you, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But this is what he's saying. So I'm repeating what he's saying. Now, mind you, there's two sides to this, right? The first side is somebody probably said it's too loud. Can you turn it down? So, people complaining, so he decided to mute it. The other people probably said, why'd you mute it? Why'd you mute it? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm looking at it. You know what I mean? Either way, I don't think it was cool because people need to understand business wise. If like I said, if that community is still flooded with the Latin culture, then why would you mute one of their top artists? What you should have did was what you should have did was basically promote it. You know what I'm saying? Promote it. Get more people to come inside your bar to watch the Bad Bunny Super Bowl performance. You get more people in there, they're going to spend money, they're going to want to eat food, they're going to want to watch the Super Bowl, they're going to want to drink. You know what I'm saying?
I was
Be
But
doing
actually gonna say the same thing too.
They don't want to be smart to the shit. They don't want to be like, use this as a business aspect. The best thing I could correlate this to is when I used to work at Hooters. And so what I used to do is I used a utility person, so I help out with the cooks and all that kind of stuff. But the people, the managers, they knew me from as being a regular. So I told them because they had a football, they have USC and stuff. I told them it'd be a good, smart business decision if you started putting on. This is before they went to like streaming, and you could put it on the TV and those pay views and stuff like that. So I told them if you got wrestling on, if you got well, I can't even just say that. If you got sports entertainment on, that a lot of those fans would come in. If you start WrestleMania, you start starting it, and the guy at the time, one of the guys was a fan, and we got two managers. One of them was a fan, and one of them was a non-fan of wrestling. I told the non-fan of wrestling that it would be a good idea to use it. He didn't see that. He didn't think it was a good idea. He had all these expectations. I said, just show it. Just show it, promote it, just say you got it there. You guys are going business. For about like 5 months, they couldn't keep the kitchen. The kitchen was going crazy. They was making money. It was all kinds of stuff. And I told them like, for wrestling, you get all kinds of nationalities. And I also told them also to show other wrestling promotions, but like if you show wrestling in here, especially there'll be, you know, at the time I told them to show AAA stuff and stuff because that's what the channels they had. They started showing that whole bunch of Mexican Latino people was coming in there spending money because they wanted to see AAA and they wanted to see all the promotions and stuff, especially the Lucha Libre fans. He was like, "Oh, thank you, Leroy, thank you," and I think that what that restaurant should have done. Hey, come out here, promote Bad Bunny. Say we got this meal, we got that meal, we got some tacos, we got this, we got that. Had that shit. Use it as a marketing tool and use like have women have men that are be like in the Latino community have women at the door be like, hey, come on in, yeah, like it's in California, come on, man, like it's got a Latino representation from all over, American Latino representation. So, and I'm not just saying it because I really defined that I am, but like it's just a good move. So
yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely a good move. They should have did that. No, but like I said, man, I wasn't there, so I don't know. I haven't been in Duck Down Tavern in years. You know what I mean? I went down there once or twice, and the times that I went down there, like it was just for a bite to eat. And then another time, I believe they were having like, I believe it was having like a musical performance, and I might even perform down there myself at one point. So, like, those were years ago. So, how they operate now, I don't know. But I'm just going off of what the content creator said, and just going from there. But like I said, man, I did not have no issue with it. Like I felt like as far as the imagery itself, as far as his performance, it was self-explanatory. If you didn't understand exactly what he was saying, just watch the video, replay the video itself, and you'll understand what he's saying from that. That should be your translator. All the pictures and imagery should be a translator. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it. That's how I looked at it. Yeah. So, but yeah, anybody else want to tap in on this topic? The whole Bad Bunny performance at the Super Bowl. What did you think? What was your opinions?
Sorry, I'm still losing a little bit of my voice while gaining it back. Actually, I thought it was awesome overall. Just an explosion of just showing off culture and how it can really unify a lot of people. You know,
Right. Like I said, I didn't have no issues with it at all. I had no issues with it. Smiley, what's good?
No,
Is she hear me?
I don't know.
All right, go.
Yeah,
Wait, hold on. So, did you say my name?
Yeah, I said your name. I'm saying, what's up?
I literally did not. Sorry, my literally Wi-Fi literally just went like in and out for like a second. I did not hear a word you just said.
Yeah, I was just saying what's going on. I was just shouting you out. You know what I mean, I definitely want to hear your. Yeah, I just definitely want to hear your opinion on this topic too. As soon as Ref Dan finished talking, I want to hear your opinion. What's your thoughts?
Okay.
Go ahead, Ref. Finish up.
No, what I was gonna say because we could whatever. No, the other halftime show did so poorly for that company that it is on the nearly on the verge of bankruptcy because of how much money they lost because of the alternative halftime show.
Alternative halftime show.
Turning Point USA decided to host its own BS.
Okay.
You didn't hear about
and
that?
They lost.
You didn't hear about that?
Oh God.
Nah.
They had maybe.
Nah.
Oh God. Okay.
Go ahead, my bad. I'll let you finish. I was just
to give you some context.
Continue.
Give you some context of it. They pretty much grabbed anyone that you would see that is one of them white wing grifter musicians like Kid Rock and others were performing but at their peak for like maybe 20 minutes they had 6 million viewers and hardly anyone bought tickets to show up for this thing at all, and they spent millions on this thing and they're about to lose their ass on it, and I find it hilarious.
Wow. I heard about the whole Turning Point USA thing, but I didn't pay no mind because I just thought people were trolling. I didn't know that it was actually a serious thing as far as them doing their own Super Bowl performance. I didn't know. But you know what's crazy? Before I let you go, Smiley, you know what's crazy? You know Kid Rock at one point had a relationship with a sister. He had a black girlfriend. Did
he got black kids, bro?
Yeah.
He got black kids.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep.
He got black kids, y'all. Come on.
He got dumped. That's why he's angry.
He got what?
No. You know what happened? Pamela Anderson was probably. Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet. Never mind. I'm gonna keep it PG. You know what I'm about to say.
Not wrong.
You know what I'm about to say. That's what happened.
Oh man, yeah, but yeah, I just found that out. I didn't even know. Honestly, I didn't know he had black kids. I didn't know that the daughter has a TikTok page. She was on TikTok saying this is her mother and this is Kid Rock. I on everything. I seen it. I was like, yo. I was like,
you know
yo.
Who discovered him? You know who discovered him? The Black Tea people discovered him. That's what it was. He had to go. They discovered him.
The who discovered him?
Our people discovered Kid Rock. He had to go to our neighborhood to get play.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I was just, I just didn't know about him being having a black girlfriend. I had no idea.
I don't know if you saw the clips that have been going around. Like one of the singers, I forgot his name. Like his whole shtick during the concert was, I wanna walk my dog. I wanna shoot my gun. I don't want to talk about transgender people. Like, it was just like, oh my God.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he was just thinking about wanting to hunt and fish and not tell his little girl that there are transgenders. Like, it was just like, oh my God. Why are you thinking about transgenders at a Super Bowl party? Why? I'm like, are you trying to tell us something? Like, it's okay.
Not the hunt and fish.
Like, he's like, I just want to shoot my gun. Sorry, I can't say that word. He's like, I just want to hunt. He's like, I want to feed my dog. I want to hunt. Like, it was stupid.
Wow.
But 20 years ago, you performing with Run DMC and the rest of them. Come on, man.
No, it wasn't Kid Rock. It was one of the other singers. And then the white girl, she was singing about how we should just get married and consent to our husbands, just submit to our husbands. That was her whole thing. Was how much she loves her man, and how man is everything, and how women should just get married and submit to their husbands. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, hey, I ain't got nothing to say because I ain't watch it, so I
didn't watch it. I saw clips. I was too busy shaking my ass to Bad Bunny. Okay.
I don't care to see it. I don't care to see it.
I was too busy shaking my ass to Ricky Martin, Lady Gaga, and Bad Bunny. Like, I did not care.
Oh my God! When Ricky Martin came on screen,
here I am on the phone with my Puerto Rican cousins, crying by the time it was over because he played. I'm like, I'm getting there with the goddamn song, but I'm crying. I'm on the phone with my Puerto Rican cousins. They're screaming, they're crying, they're all excited. So I just like, it was a grand time. Because I'm not gonna lie, I only understand a little bit of Spanish because, again, my closest friend is Mexican, my cousins are Puerto Rican, so I kind of like know a little bit, but I don't know a lot. Mm-hmm. So I had to call them, be like, hey, translate. I don't know Spanish that well.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really understand Spanish like that neither, but I feel like.
Can I say something real quick before you? Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
I just want to ask you as like a black man, because I'm just gonna hear why. There were literally black men, and like there was like this video that was going around like Chicago Facebook of like two black men at a bar watching it and sounding just like the other side, saying, "Where are the subtitles? Why is it in Spanish? I don't understand Spanish. This is trash. Where are the subtitles?" And I'm just like, oh my God, you sound just like them.
Oh yeah, for sure. You sound like you need to download a language app, either Rosetta Stone or Duolingo.
But you have to understand, man. There's people can be black in the outside, but in the inside, they're truly that tight. They're out there. They're truly out there.
And I'm just like, you the black man should understand, like, not trying to disrespect other people's culture, but you sound just like them, asking, where are the subtitles? Why is this in Spanish? And you don't understand Spanish. You had months to learn a little bit of Spanish. You had months.
Well, like I said before, if people didn't understand it, you can understand the imagery as far as the performance. You can understand that. You can understand all the pictures that he was painting as far as the performance. If you can understand the pictures that he was painting, then you can understand what he was saying. Because he was telling a story throughout his whole performance.
Yep.
That's basically what he was doing. And I didn't need to understand Spanish. I didn't need to have Rosetta Stone in front of me to know what he was saying, because I could look on the screen and see exactly what he was talking about within the whole entire performance.
Yeah, bars.
I'm still a fan of the fact that a couple actually got married during the halftime show.
Yeah, they better stay together
too.
That is
dope as hell.
That is
oh my God, yes. You cannot get divorced.
They can brag forever. People can be like, oh, my wedding was here. You can't say my wedding was at the Super Bowl. and Bad Bunny invited us. Like, y'all better stay together forever.
It's like yeah, my wedding guest list includes Bad Bunny, Ricky Martin, Lady Gaga, and a slew of other fucking celebrities.
Like, they better stay together forever. They better not break up ever.
Facts. Neither of them can cheat. If either of them cheat, it's the biggest bag fumble in the fucking world.
Yeah, facts. That's
true. I bet you they got a whole bunch of free gifts. They better have gotten a free vacation out of this too. I would have milked the fuck out of it.
Who's to say Bad Bunny didn't pay for him to be at the Super Bowl? He probably did.
He actually did. No, he did, because apparently they invited Bad Bunny to their wedding, and Bad Bunny turned around and invited them to the Super Bowl to get married at a show.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
They were doing this. They were doing the thing where you just send out a bunch of cards to essentially like rich people, celebrities, just to get to the assistants, and sometimes you'll get a card or a headshot sent back, or sometimes a small gift.
Yeah.
So so people just do that. Nobody expected, Bad Bunny to just be like, "Hey, yo, pull up."
Yeah, kind of like there's this nonprofit out here in Chicago. They actually invited, not Michelle. Oh my God, Kamala. They invited Kamala, and they thought they were just gonna get a video pack or something like that. No, she showed up. Kamala showed up to this nonprofit to talk to the kids, and we're all like, "What? Kamala showed up? Okay."
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, like I said, I didn't have a problem with the performance. I thought it was pretty.
That was the only exciting part of the game.
Yeah, it kind of was.
That game was boring.
It was boring.
Yeah,
that game was boring.
Well,
I never want to see the Patriots in another Super Bowl for the rest of my life. I could have gone to, I don't know, the Bears. But what am I saying? Who do I know? How do I know?
You know what? As a Viking,
everybody was complaining about my squad being Super Bowl, but we at least made it interesting.
Exactly.
Hey, I am proud of Sam Darnold. I'm a Vikings fan, and I don't think we ever should have gotten rid of him. We should have franchise tagged that man. But if anyone deserved to win it after what he's been through as a professional, it's him.
All I know is next year it better be the fucking Bears. Okay, that's all I care about. Because now everyone's just like, it's time for the Bears to go to the Super Bowl, and I'm just like, yes.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. What you mean? No, it's not. Did you not see the season we had? Everybody was rooting for us. Everybody was rooting for us.
Not me. I'm a Minnesota
that's
fan.
That's you. They wanted us to go to the Super Bowl because we were having a good season. This is the first time in like 50-something years that we've actually had a good winning season.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in the NFC North at least was cheering for you.
Actually, they were. Like, they were actually surprised. Like they cheered after we beat the Cheesehead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the Cheesehead. Nobody wants the Packers to win. It's the freaking Yankees of the NFL.
Freaking Yankees of the NFL.
Tell me I'm wrong. No
one likes the Cheesehead. No one likes them. And we beat them twice.
Wisconsin.
Here's the thing.
The Yankees of the NFL's the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody knows
they
that.
are after this season. I bet not hear a Cheesehead say nothing about the Bears because they cry. There's a little petition. There's a petition to have our.
Hey!
Huh?
I don't like y'all talking about my Packers now.
Oh, I'm gonna sit here and talk about your Packers because y'all crybabies. Y'all are crybaby ass.
Hold on. We're missing Lions fans now.
Dallas fans are the crybabies.
No, hey! I resent that. Leave my Dallas alone.
Apologize for saying F the Packers, knowing y'all been saying F the Bears for years. Y'all made a song called The Bears Still Suck. We ain't say nothing. But the one time we say F the Packers in our locker room, that is, oh my God, how disrespectful. No, y'all some crybaby ass bitches.
Hey,
crybaby ass bitches.
Y'all was sitting on the couch just like we were sitting on the couch, right? Watching the Super Bowl. It'll be all right.
Crybaby bitches. Crybaby bitches. I don't want to hear nothing
All
from
the
y'all for the
biggest
rest of the season.
crybabies in the
YB.
NFC North.
Crybabies. Y'all made a whole petition saying how Ben Johnson needs to be fined for saying after Packers. Y'all were like, this is disrespectful for the coach. But it's cool when y'all do it. It's a problem when we do it. Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, no, they
okay.
have a problem with the Vikings do anything like that, and they fucking cry about it.
Sure.
Vikings.
Just remember who beat y'all
Vikings.
twice.
I'm a
Just
Minnesota
remember
boy.
Who
Don't
beat
try
y'all
me.
twice.
Hey, y'all starting
We
some
need a Lions
controversy.
fan.
Y'all starting some
We
controversy
need a
in the
Lions
chat.
fan.
I'm just saying. Who beat the Packers twice? We did. And they got on Twitter and were crying about it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey, we got one of the
bitches.
weakest quarterbacks in the league. You feel me? So that's the only reason y'all won.
Sure. That's all the reason we
We
won.
need to finish the
Like
quad.
this year,
We
ain't no
need
way
a
we were
Lions
supposed to
fan
tie
up
with
here
Dallas.
for pure chaos.
We weren't even supposed to tie with Dallas this year.
I'm gonna say it again, so I'll say it again.
I ain't going front. My
Dallas
team
is the
suck.
Yankees.
My team suck. We're not doing nothing right now. So
Which is?
Dallas is the Yankees.
Dallas, man, Dallas, we not doing
Oh,
good.
the
So.
Oh,
Cowboys.
y'all just need to y'all just need to tell y'all owner to stop being a coach.
Oh yeah, I know,
Right.
I know. Our owner, he be bugging. He's having an identity crisis.
Wait. What team
Jerry
does Bill
Jones.
Belichick play for now? Is it the Cowboys?
No, Bill Belichick,
nobody. He's
he
at
coach for North
North
Carolina.
Carolina.
Is
Yeah,
that the
for
one that got the
college.
20-some-year-old girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yes.
Weirdo.
Hey.
Look, she's getting money. I love that for her. I'm like, you know what? You spend that old man's money. Oh, no, that's right. You got choice. Look at that. Period.
Oh my God.
Spend his
No
money.
comment.
Spend it. I ain't mad at her. I'm like, you know what, girl?
You ready for the next topic, Bars? Ready for the next topic?
He charged. Action was like, enough of this.
Football now.
Money, so he can't get a
Welcome
single
to the
trade.
NFC North. Pure chaos. NFC North.
It's gonna be a fight for the NFC North title next.
Hey, I got a quick
I
question.
am
gonna
so
be a fight.
excited.
What's
gonna be-
that?
I'm excited for it.
I said I got a quick question though.
Okay.
All right, so why they had the same on the Bad Bunny situation? Why they had the same energy for Christina Aguilera when she performed them 2 times at the Super Bowl?
Because she's white.
Because she's hot.
Because she's white.
She's not. No, she's
She's Latin American though.
She's
But
Latin.
Wait, Christina Aguilera is not Latin. She's white. You mean
No,
Shakira?
she's Latin. She is
You mean
Latin.
Shakira?
She's Latin, right? She's Latin.
Christina
She's white
Aguilera is
powerful.
Latin.
You mean
She's
Shakira?
No.
No, Christina Aguilera.
Christina
is
Aguilera
white
is
passing.
Puerto Rican and is very much a Latina.
I literally never knew. I thought she was just white.
Yeah,
she's Latino.
White.
Her dad from Ecuador or something like that.
She never gave Latino, like ever in life. Never in life did I know that.
The last name
Yeah, no,
is
she's very
Aguilera.
passionate.
Because
Hey, come on,
she's white. Okay, she's white passing. If you look at Christina Aguilera,
Her
no
mother,
one's gonna say she's Puerto Rican.
Smiley, wait, Smiley. Her mom is Caucasian. Her dad is Hispanic. She wasn't raised by her dad. That's what that was.
Yeah, if the white people be like, oh, Christina Aguilera, they're probably gonna be like, oh, she's white. It's fine.
No,
They
she
wouldn't
claims
know
it.
she's Puerto Rican.
She claims it. She claims that she's Hispanic.
I never knew that. I did not know that.
They make us Latinos and light skinned as well.
She just dyes her hair. That's all. Just
I
dyes her
literally
hair.
did not know that. I just thought she was white.
Look,
Like, ever.
just proof that we come in a spectrum of shades from the
Yes, I
Latino
know.
people. Okay?
Yes, I know. If you looked at my cousins, y'all would not know that they're Puerto Rican. Y'all like, oh, they're black.
I just
No,
want to let
Puerto
you
Rican.
know that statement you made pushes a special button with me
My
because
bad.
my whole
I did
life
not
I've
know.
been accused of being something I'm not.
I literally had no idea that she was Puerto Rican this whole time. I thought she was just white. I did not know. I had no clue.
And I will tell you exactly what the problem with Bad Bunny's performance was. He wasn't speaking Spanish because none of us understood it.
Oh no, I addressed that. But I didn't have any issues with his performance. I thought his performance was cool.
I didn't either. Me personally, I don't find him entertaining, so I tuned out of it.
Yeah,
Right?
but see, that's my thing, right? Everybody had a choice. If you didn't like the performance, just turn it off. When the game comes back on, turn it back on. That's it. But
Yeah, get
everybody,
up, go to the bathroom.
yeah. But everybody's clamoring. You know what I mean? Over the fact that the performance is this, performance is that. You have a remote. Use it. I just told you the place in Atlantic City, the bar in Atlantic City muted him. You have a mute
Hey,
button.
Bars, you know what I
Use
was
it.
doing, Bars? You gonna laugh at me, Bars. You know what I was doing? I wasn't doing because I didn't like the performance because I was hungry.
So you went and got something to
I was
eat.
hungry at halftime. So I fried me some wings.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't because I ate the performance. I was hungry.
Yeah, so
That's all I was
Some
watching
chicken wings,
for.
bro.
I said this was a Bad Bunny concert, and there was just a little bit of football in it. That's all it was.
Green Day.
I'm glad they did it, man. I think it should represent stuff, man. Let them have their moment sometime. You know what I mean? Let them have their moment.
You guys have any mobility
okay.
scooters? Hold on.
Yeah, so I like I said, I didn't have no issue with it.
But here's the problem. I didn't hear white people complaining when it was Shakira and J-Lo.
Because they're hot, that's why. I can just straight out say that. They were hot.
Everybody
You know what it
complained when
is?
it was Kendrick. Everybody complained when it was Kendrick.
Because it was too black. You can't be too black.
That's not a thing.
What it
I
is,
rock
Triple
with,
Aaron, you
I
know what
rock
that
with
is, bro.
Kendrick.
I know, but the white people were just like,
Yeah, I know
I've
you
never
do.
heard of Kendrick. I don't like that rap stuff. You know what, motherfucker?
Listen, at the end of the day, everybody got freedom of speech. You understand? Like everybody has free choice. If you didn't like it, turn it off.
But the same thing about it, bro. They was tripping over Janet Jackson, man, because he pulled out her bricks, bro. Like,
It wasn't even her fault. That was Justin. That was Justin's fault.
a nipple, bro. They trip over a nipple, bro.
Look. I'm gonna say this: if you're against,
It underlies her career, damn near.
if you are against a beautiful breastises on TV, then you ain't American.
Nah, just insult them in the way they understand. Just call them gay.
It didn't even see
Then they'll
bro.
freak
It
out.
had a patch on it, bro. It had a patch on it. They didn't see nothing.
Yeah, she had the pasties on the joint.
It wasn't a piercing, it was a piercing.
Oh, it was a piercing. Oh, my bad. Then.
It was
It was a
straight out
not
a
a
piercing.
piercing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a whole ass titty.
Wait, yeah.
It underlies her
90s,
career,
early
man.
2000s.
It underlies her whole career, bro. She damn near couldn't recover from that shit. She had to go with Tyler Perry and them.
I'm
And
sorry.
Justin
I'm
didn't
sorry.
get in any
I'm sorry.
trouble.
I'm sorry. Nothing can ruin Janet Jackson's career.
No, Kira. No.
I know, but it wasn't the same, bro. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same.
She really Michael Jackson #2. You feel me? So.
Yeah, what it was. Hey, Chad, before we go on to the next topic, man, you've been quiet a little bit, man. You had anything to tap in with as far as this topic before we go on?
Like I just said there in the comment section, this year's, I thought it was okay. I didn't have nothing against it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Kendrick's last year a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. You know, like I said, with me, neither. I didn't. And then the performance was cool with me. Did I understand what he was saying in Spanish? No, I didn't. But the performance spoke to me. So if you watch the performance, you can understand what he's saying, because it basically you can relate to everything that was in. If you grew up in the hood, you can relate to everything that was being said in that video, in that performance. You know what I'm saying? From the mom and poppy shop to the the dry cleaners, to the little store, the little stand, the nail salon, you can relate to it. Cause you seen it every day in your hood. You know what I'm saying? So
Especially in the Northeast.
See, what I think I liked the most about Kendrick's performance, it was one long promo on Drake. Like, bro, he was cutting the promo the whole time.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
And here's the funny part: Drake just did a response to that like a good week ago. He finally decided to make a response.
He Drake a little
Yo,
late.
you're fucking
Drake
with
a
me
little
right
late.
now. He's just trying to do it now.
Yes. He made her
my
respond like
God.
a good week or two ago.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
you know
crazy.
when Drake stands next to Sexy Red, he see two bad bitches.
You see two bad bitches.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
That's hilarious.
All right, so let's get to this next topic real quick. So, what y'all think of the rumor of Powerhouse Hobbs, aka Royce Keys? People are stating that he lied about his age just to get the WWE contract. What y'all think
It
of
shouldn't be
that?
that big of a deal. People just mad. That's the problem. People just mad. Like Hobbs don't look his age, which is black don't crack. It shouldn't be that big of a fucking deal, but people just slow news day.
I don't think it's a big deal neither. I don't think it's a big deal neither. And here it is. First of all, like the whole age situation, from what I understand, was old news. I heard that this whole age situation was like 5 years ago, and it's just now coming out now.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It's Meltzer. And Meltzer is not liked by a lot of people. Meltzer is still mad that, he can't get invited nowhere and, people don't like him. So he's just like, oh, I'm going to go after
him and Alvarez.
Mm-hmm.
No, him,
like
Alvarez,
Alvarez
and
the
JD
most.
from New York. No one likes them. They don't get invited nowhere. No one appreciates them. So he's like, I'm going to go after, Mr. Royce Keys, which is bullshit.
Yeah, starting shit.
Like, it's a slow news day. You're bored. You decided, oh, he lied about his age. Oh, so he's older and he looks like that? Huh? Black don't crack. Are you mad because you look like the Crypt Keeper and you're like, I don't know, 50, 60? You're like the Crypt Keeper, old man.
Yo, why? Hey, Smiley, why are you snapping like this?
Into the Matrix.
I don't like Jay's I don't like. Sorry. I don't like Meltzer. Meltzer is a weirdo. He needs to go back and start. He needs to shut up, go back to doing things with his freaking wife, by the way, because apparently they like swinging. So he needs to go back and go swing with his wife.
I mean, whatever floats their boat, not my issue.
Hey, that is a good statement, though. She said Boogeyman did the same shit.
Boogeyman not the only one. A lot of them did the same stuff. So he's not the only one. So
lying to get a job. Who hasn't done that?
They don't check your age, and
And guess what? They don't care. And guess what? They don't care.
The thing is,
he's older. He could do all that. Guess what? They definitely gonna put the rocket on him now. Thanks,
the thing
Meltzer.
is like how I put in the comments earlier. Didn't the Boogeyman do the same exact shit though years ago?
He did that on
Lied about his age
Tulsa.
and shit. So why the hell is this that big of a deal?
Because Meltzer is bored, honey. He's bored.
Ay, Dios mío.
Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think Meltzer is getting paid under the table by AEW? Because that's what JD from NY said.
No.
Oh my God! Don't make me go into JD.
No,
JD from New York is a bitch. Okay.
Dang.
He's a bitch.
Oh God, he is.
No, I can straight out confirm that he's not.
He is
a
bitch.
Paid.
Okay. That man is just mad because he don't get. He literally. Okay. There was this AEW after party. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at this after party because I know people. So I'm at this after party. It was here in Chicago. It was here in Chicago. I'm at this party. I'm chilling. And everyone's like, yo, JD from New York is outside. I'm like, what, for real? I'm trying to run, to go see. And he's trying to get in. And security's like, no, you're not allowed to come in. And he's getting pissed. He's getting mad. And he's storming off. He's cussing people out on his phone, trying to call people like, he won't let me in. And he left for like 2 hours after not getting in. And we just laughing.
Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't hate JD from NY. I don't hate him. And the only reason why I say I don't hate him because honestly speaking, he does have some valid points on certain things. I just feel like at times he goes overkill when it comes to AEW. You know what I'm saying? But I have I have heard him I have heard him defend AEW in certain aspects when it came to certain topics too. It's rare. It's rare, but I have heard him do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hate him. I don't hate him. Do I agree with everything that he says? No, I don't.
Oh, I hate that motherfucker. Like he's
But
a
I don't
whole
hate him
racist.
like that.
He's a whole racist. Everyone's like, here's the thing. He's been caught on camera saying the N-word multiple times with the A and the R and their fans, his cult following, because he's a cult leader. They were like, oh, he was just reading comments. He's not a racist. And he hits me with but his co-host is black. I'm just like, oh, okay. That makes everything he said totally fine. Sure.
Yeah, he got the when they do that show called TNT. Yeah, I forgot the dude's name.
By the way, his co-host called themselves Shy, but I can tell you right now, no one has ever heard of him. Okay, we don't claim him. He called himself Shy. Trying to rap Chicago. I'm like, ain't nobody ever heard of you. You don't live here. You don't go to any shows. Stop calling yourself Chicago Shy because you ain't nothing to do with us, okay?
You don't even go here.
You don't even go here,
Not
my
you
dude.
calling yourself Chicago, you live in Indiana.
This the same man that literally wanted Bianca Belair's hair cut off, talked about her hair, talked about Naomi's hair, saying how nappy it was.
Who said that? Who said that?
JD from New York said that. He called Naomi's hair nappy. He said that when she came back to the Rumble, when she had her hair in a fro, he called it nappy.
Yeah, I did see
I
a couple clips.
y'all might have to take back everything I said about JD for NY. Y'all making me take it back because I ain't know all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm about to take it back. Yeah.
And then he's really mad because Mercedes don't like him because he said some very, very inappropriate things about Mercedes, about her body, about her hair. And whenever he does, Hog Wrestling, which is House of Glory, she made Hog get rid of him on commentary.
Yeah, I heard of that. I knew about that one. I definitely knew about that one.
She made them get rid of him because he was being disrespectful to her and Naomi when they walked out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I knew about that. I knew about that stuff. So that's not new news.
Yeah, JD from New York is a bitch. How do I know? Because when House of Glory came here, and I said, "Oh, JD from New York's gonna be here." Hey, JD, I'm gonna need you to come downstairs. Because you said a lot of shit. You were popping off on Twitter because he likes to block me and then unblock me. Right now, he just has me unblock, and I'm just like, bro, block me back. Block me back. I'm not gonna block you because that's taking waste of my time. I'm gonna need you to just block me back. Like, just block me, bro.
Oh, so you have personal encounters with this guy.
When we heard JD was in Chicago for Hot, we literally screamed, "Hey, JD, come downstairs." What was all that shit you was popping on Twitter? Come downstairs.
You were
What
talking
he do?
all that
Stay
shit.
upstairs. He stayed his ass upstairs. Ain't saying nothing, not a word or nothing. I'm like, you a bitch? You a bitch?
Yo.
You was talking all that shit on Twitter. So
You were talking all that shit on Twitter. I had your little cult followers. His little cult followers tried to break into my Twitter for 2 hours. How do I know? I kept getting requests for my password. I kept getting requests for my password on Twitter. I'm like, now y'all trying to break into my Twitter, try to hack into my shit, knowing I have 2 things security. Like, y'all not gonna get in. Like,
shit,
what?
I'm happy I don't got Twitter. Fuck
Man,
that.
that's crazy. I ain't know all that.
He a bitch. He a bitch and a half. He a bitch.
A bitch and a half.
Bitch and a half because he's short. He a bitch and a half because he's short.
Damn, I shouldn't have even brought up this topic. Yo, Smiley's been on one all night. Dang, Smiley. She's been riled up all night.
Here's the thing.
You got us started.
Here's the thing. I know too much. I know way too much because I have wrestlers as friends, and I know too much. They like to tell me shit. I tell them, like, don't tell me nothing. I will literally be at the table, like, don't tell me nothing. I don't want to know. Don't tell me anything. They're like, oh, we're going to sit here. We're going to say. I'm like, God, no, I don't want to know.
Smiley.
Girl, you better spill me the tea.
Hey, Smiley, you want me to tell you a secret here?
Sure.
You love to tell people who are outside the business, outside of Natty and I, like telling outside people that stuff, because we could get in trouble if we said it, but if enough other people say it, our opinions get out there, and we don't have to say anything. We can just like a tweet, and nobody will notice.
Oh yeah, kind of like how that Zilla shit got out, and I was like, oh, I don't even have to talk about it because
Wait,
everybody on
what?
Twitter already talking about it.
Wait, what?
Zilla.
Whoa,
Zilla
whoa,
what?
whoa,
What happened with
whoa.
Zilla?
What's going on with Zilla Fatu?
Oh well, since I can talk about it, since it's already out on Twitter and everyone's already been talking about it, I can talk about it.
Listen,
okay.
Listen, I got a beer in my hand, so let's go.
Okay, so
beer in the head.
y'all know Game Changer Wrestling, right? Game Changer Wrestling, which is
GCW.
GCW. So him and Brett are beefing. So
yeah, I heard about that.
I think Zilla said some shit about GCW on his stream. I don't watch Zilla streams because I don't watch people's streams. I'm sorry, I don't. So he was doing like a watch along for SmackDown or Raw or something like that. He said something about GCW. Brett didn't take too kindly to that, and he got on Twitter saying how, you know, oh, I brought Zilla in when nobody would touch him because he had a public falling out with Booker T, which the reason why he fell out with Booker T was because Zilla got a big ass ego and he wanted to be paid more than everybody else because who his father was. Booker T said no, and that he was going to treat him like everybody else, which is equal. Zilla did not like that. Zilla left. So Brett went on Twitter basically saying how, you know, no one would take Zilla. He brought him around GCW and, you know, taught him, you know, the ways and blah, blah, blah. And how Zilla got a whole bunch of yes men behind him and that, you know, there's a reason why WWE has not brought him in yet. And Zilla was like, man, fuck GCW. Brett is a creep, blah, blah, blah. Don't bring your kids to GCW events. I'm just like, well, he's kind of right. Don't bring your kids.
Oh, shit.
Because here's the thing. Here, it's an open known secret. Open known secret. Everyone knows about this. So Brett has two twins, has a set of twins, a girl and a boy, fraternal twins. And his baby mama, well, she's very much younger than him. I think Brett's in his 40s. She's like early 20s. But the secret is Brett has known her since she was very underage. And got with her when it was convenient, when she was, you know, 18.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
I gotta take a sip of that. Hold
Yeah,
on.
me
Hold
too.
on.
Me too. Me too. I got.
This is what happens. This is what happens when I date a deathmatch wrestler and I end up knowing all the tea because I was in deathmatch wrestling. If you date a deathmatch wrestler, they very much are not very keen to black girls, especially, you know, outspoken black women. So I was just told to sit there, shut up, look pretty, and, you know, support your man. That's not it. Yeah, they didn't like when I was outspoken. They did not like when I was outspoken about the racism in wrestling. They like none of that. They told my boyfriend at the time, they're like, hey, yo, your girl is loud. That's code for she needs to shut up. He's just like, hey, yo, your girl is loud. Because I would openly be on Twitter talking about the racism that I, you know, would deal with when I was doing, you know, when I would go to deathmatch wrestling shows. They didn't like that. They didn't like that. That's like rule number one. You're not supposed to do that. I didn't care because I'm like, I don't follow rules. I'm not a wrestler. I'm a fan / girlfriend. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to a whole bunch of white men tell me what I can and cannot do.
Whose ass I gotta beat? Because ain't no fucking way.
Girl, it's fine.
Who's the weakling that didn't support you? I'm sorry, but who's the weak ass boyfriend? Ex-boyfriend, I'm guessing.
Hoodfoot.
Because I am. Oh, god damn it.
Who?
Oh shit.
God fucking damn it.
Who?
What?
His name is Hoodfoot.
Hoodfoot. Who's that?
Who's that?
That's my ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
He's
He's
like
He's a wrestler?
He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Seems like Ref knows him very well.
That story is
I know.
The reason why he broke up with me is also bullshit. Like, he basically broke up with me because some shit was going down on Twitter. I had put in my 2 cents. Everybody saw it, was talking about me. And then he was like, you know what? I will always choose my career over you. And he dumped me.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways, back to the Zilla shit.
Okay. So, yeah.
So the tea with Zilla is there. I think this happened like last year. So last year there was GCW was in Atlantic City, where they always go to every year. Whenever they go to Atlantic City, some shit always goes down. Always.
I missed it.
Always.
As y'all know, I'm from AC, and I miss the shows
There's
all the time. I never
that
can
goes
catch
down.
a GCW. So
Every time they go to Atlantic City, there's some shit that goes down. So this year there was a Atlantic City suite party, and Zilla was at this suite. It was Zilla, his boys, my friend, and a whole bunch of other girls were at this sweet party. And Zilla is going around giving all the girls waterfall shots. Mind you, while he's giving these girls waterfall shots, he's completely what? Sober. Sober. Very sober. Ain't had a lick of alcohol, nothing. So he's going around, getting these girls drunk, flirting with them, touching on them. My friend, she feels uncomfortable because Zilla's been flirting with her all night, and she keeps telling him, "Get away from me. I have a man, leave me alone," and he's not taking no for an answer. So she leaves. She packs her shit, she leaves. But her friends stay there, and they're witnessing Zilla give all these girls shots of alcohol while he stays completely sober, and he's flirting with them, touching on them, doing all this shit. Mm-hmm.
Well, we got to be careful what we say about people like that. We got to be very careful. We don't know that's true or not. Got to be very careful.
Allegedly.
You definitely gotta say allegedly.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, you gotta say allegedly, because you gotta say allegedly.
I'm sprinkling allegedly, but that is allegedly what happened in this part where Zilla was giving girls
because he do
alcohol.
follow people on here.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah, he does. We got to be careful with that.
Yeah, and he does watch my show too. I'm just letting you know he does watch.
Don't look at me. I was not doing
Mark, we got to move on to the next subject, bro. Move to the next subject. We should go back up.
He does watch my show.
Girl, you know what? Just send me a voice chat after this.
But as far as
I will say this about the whole thing. Zilla is not wrong about Brett, and it is a bit creepy, and that's a whole
he's
side
very
topic.
creepy.
But
Very creepy.
But Brett is not wrong at all, and he is 100% correct in what he said about Zilla, because the man got too big for his britches because he's an Anawahi. He forgets that wrestling is a small circle. We have done the numbers. There are only 8,000 active performers between managers, referees, and wrestlers across the entire globe. From Japan to America going westward. There's only 8,000 performers. That's a small town.
From the Samoan side or just general?
We took a time, and we were able to find numbers from different countries across the world, and and whatnot, and so it's an average about the best guesstimate right now is 8,000. It's just performers.
That seems like a
lot of people. It seems like a lot of people until you go across the entire globe.
True.
Just in America, including WWE and AEW wrestlers, just in the United States, maybe about 1,500 wrestlers. And that includes the independents as well. I'm not counting Canada and Mexico in this point, and that's going to be another 1,500 or so, And Zilla keeps forgetting that it's a small-ass community.
Very small.
So when his ego got too big, somebody tells somebody, and then it's locker room knowledge within 3 hours, because everybody knows somebody, and everyone's in a group chat, I'm in group chats with WWE people and AEW people at the same time, That's how I first heard about him getting too big for his britches, And it was just...
And that's why he went and he's doing Fourth Rope, because Fourth Rope lets him do whatever. I don't like Fourth Rope. I don't like Fourth Rope. So
you don't like Fourth Rope? You don't like West Side Guns promotion?
No, I don't.
West Side Guns promotion, fire. I ain't even going.
No, it's not. I felt. No, it's not. No, it's not. Here's the thing. You can't say you follow the culture when one of the wrestlers that you have on your roster literally is like the epitome of what someone thinks a black woman is. Like, she's white. Like, her whole aesthetic is the stereotype of black woman. She pats her imaginary weave. She has a black scent. She pops her gum, and she calls herself a hood rat when she's not even from the hood.
What are you talking about, Hollywood?
What the fuck?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. All right. So let me just. All right. Hold on. All right. We gonna agree to disagree. All right. So let me tell y'all this perspective, right? And y'all can agree with my opinion or not, right? Wrestlers are characters. You get what I'm saying? There's plenty of characters that you play within acting. She's just playing a character. I'm not saying you shouldn't be offended about the character that she's playing, but she's just playing a character. Now, mind you, if she was doing blackface or something like that, that's a whole different other story, which we've seen in professional wrestling. Wrestlers do blackface, and that's completely and that's why I was hitting that. But you just said it. That's why I was hitting that.
Bars rebuttal.
Here's the thing. When she does that, she also likes to say, "Oh, I grew up, in the rough neighborhoods of Kentucky. That's why I got a black scent. I grew up around black people, so it should be okay." And I'm like, "No, girl, no."
All right, so let me ask you this.
First, okay, two things. Hold on. Just two things. One, I had a very similar upbringing as her, and I was the only white kid in the neighborhood. I don't act like that because I ain't gonna act a fool like that. And secondly, most wrestling characters, it's just that person turned to 11. Most wrestling characters, the most successful, it's just that person's personality turned up to 11. So I'm just gonna say that.
Well, no, I agree. I know that. I agree with you 110% on that. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that, and it's just my opinion. What I'm saying is that if that's the case, then she's basically acting out her truth. You get what I'm saying? That's who she is. Now, as long as she don't bleep out the N-word, you know what I'm saying? Then I just feel to me, because I've seen her wrestle before. I've watched her on other promotions. I think she's pretty good. But what I'm saying is that as long as she don't go out of her way to go too far as the N-word or certain things that is disrespectful, you know what I mean? If has she said the N-word? Has she said the N-word?
Yeah.
When did she say this? Because I didn't.
She said this back when WrestleMania went to Tampa. And when everyone found out, she was like, "Oh, it should be okay. I have black friends. Da 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 da. Most of my friends are black."
No.
It's never okay. It's never
And like
okay.
we saw the whole she did this whole promo. She is smacking her gum. She's packing her weed. She's like, girl, girl. We're just like, what the fuck are you doing?
No.
Yes. And then she got on Twitter and was popping, pop it off and shit like that. And she was like, we talk about this, we go to when For the Culture was actually For the Culture. We had For the Culture at WrestleMania every single year, which was everything was black before Russ Icon turned it into bullshit. So she was at For the Culture. She was like maybe one out of 5 white people that were there, because For the Culture is very black. It's like a big, huge meetup for black people on Twitter, Instagram. It's like a big, huge meetup for everybody. And she was there. She looked like she wanted to fight. She had a white beater. She had on these tails. She had on sweat. She wanted to fight. She had her hair up. She wanted to fight because she knew that we all wanted to be her ass. And her mama was there, and she had a circle of black girls from Ohio, something state wrestling, something like that was circling, that was around her to make sure no one touched her.
Oh my god, I remember this because I was there.
Interesting.
No, I remember this. I was there for that. I was there.
Everyone
for the show
wanted to fight her, but AJ Gray literally was like, "Hey y'all, this is my show. Can y'all please just be on your behavior? Don't hit her. Don't start a fight, please." And we're all just like, for you."
No, I remember this. I remember this because after he kind of told everyone to kind of calm down, I was taking a nap in the locker room because I was riding with folks. And so I was just at the show. And then I'm just like, cool, I'm going to go in the locker room. This isn't a show that you need me for. I'm not needed here. This isn't my space. I'm going to go sleep,
Yeah.
I was waking up. AJ was coming back and he was telling folks, telling everyone to calm down about this chick. And then he just straight up laid his face down on the ground, just like, I'm just going to chill here for a second. He's like, I got a migraine. I'm just done. I'm just done already.
Yeah, we all wanted to fight that girl so badly. And then when WrestleMania was over, she got on Twitter. She's like, "That's why ain't none of y'all touch me." Da 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 da. And we're like, the only reason you didn't get touched is because AJ Gray told everyone to chill out. That is the only reason why you ain't get touched. That's
AJ
it.
didn't want his show to get canceled. He needed it. He needed everyone
We were
to stay
all ready.
calm
All
by the
of
grace
us
of
was there.
God.
We was all ready to fight that girl.
So-
we was ready.
So let me ask y'all this.
Listen, that may be Puerto Rican, but damn it.
So let me ask y'all this. Like, so you gotta be like in a big upper echelon of content creator spaces to like get invited to stuff like this, don't you?
No, not really. It was a show.
Not really,
You pay for a
gotta be
ticket.
buddies.
You go.
Oh,
That's what I did. I
Yeah,
paid for a
and
ticket.
makes-
I just know a lot of people because I mingle. Like I mingle, and plus, back when the pandemic happened, I made friends with a lot of people. We were on Spaces together. I made, Twitter Spaces was sort of a thing. It was popping, and that's how I kind of got in tune with a lot of these content creators and a whole lot of these wrestlers. And plus, I was dating my ex at the time, and everyone knew him, and everyone knew me through him.
Wow. Those are some dope stories, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna front. Those stories are very entertaining, So
Speaking of my ex, and I'm going on my Instagram to show y'all what he looks like, and I'm mad he still fucking follows me, which I find hilarious because I had followed him 3 years ago, and I'm like, he still follows me. Ew.
I will say this: it is interesting to see it from the outside perspective because I'm going there to these events as a performer and a friend of a lot of guys because I'm just traveling with them and I'm performing. Even if I'm not at that show, I'm at the next one and I'm just riding in the car.
That's my ex.
So it's
ex.
interesting to see it.
Oh,
From the,
wait a minute.
perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've seen him before. I think he's gonna be a guest on our show at some point.
That is my ex-boyfriend.
Whoops.
Yeah, I think. Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to Dub. I'm gonna talk to Dub because I think he's going to be a guest on our show at some point.
Well, you have fun with that.
Yo, you shot out, yo. You was wild. You was wild, yo.
You have fun with that. Don't even bring me up. Don't bring me up. Please don't.
Nah, listen, I'm not even doing that. This is all wrestling stuff. I'm not even. I don't even. Nah, that's what happened between y'all. That's y'all business. We ain't got nothing to do with that. But
I hate him.
I definitely feel like I definitely feel that we got him booked as a guest. I'm not sure if it's the same person, but he looks like he looks like the person.
He's an interesting personality. I'll say that.
Oh,
I don't know him personally. I don't know him personally, but I know his reputation.
Okay.
And I've been on shows where he was
everyone
at.
loves him, and I'm just like, y'all don't know him like I do, and I hate him. This man owes me $1,000. Okay, this man owes me $1,000.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Jesus! Boy.
He owes me money for merchandise and 8x10 that I got done. He owes me for rent that I paid. He owes me for trips back and forth from Indianapolis to Chicago. He owes me money, and I'm never gonna see it, but it's fine.
Jesus. Well, you know what? Hey, Smiley. If this makes you feel any better, you done made this live's day because you was on one from the time you got in here till now.
I'm always on one.
You've been on one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always
Smiley's
on
just pulling memories out of my head right now. They're just pulling out dead memories from like years ago for me. I'm like, oh my god, I was there. Wait, that's what happened? Oh my god.
If you ever write a book, Smiley, just let me know. It could be a small book. It don't have to be 100 pages. If you write a book, just let me know because what you said
write a book.
today.
I would get in so much trouble. I would get in so
Yeah, you would.
much trouble.
You 100%. You 100%
I would get in trouble. That's why I just shut my mouth. When it comes like serious shit, I shut my mouth. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You would be #1 seller real quick.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you my current boyfriend. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay. It's my current man.
I can't see. I can't
Can
see.
you see now?
Hey, I just seen a video of him
Who that? Is that BoJack?
No, his name is Mike Strong.
Okay, all right. It look like BoJack.
Yeah, I just seen him wrestling like two other dudes.
There he is.
Oh, okay.
He's a big dude.
Oh, all right. Dang.
That's a crazy move.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's fine.
Yeah. But all right, well, let's get to this last topic of the day tonight. You know, we was kind of drawn out for a minute, but we back at it. So, what y'all think about what Ricochet said?
What did Ricochet say now?
So this is what happened with Ricochet. It says here that he said, which he did say, it said that Ricochet claimed that his WWE run was ruined. Like it wasn't a good run. Like he nearly fell out of love with wrestling because of WWE.
Did he lie? Like, please tell me what he did on the main roster that actually made sense.
That's what I'm saying. And then another thing is too, because a few friend of mine spoke about this on their live earlier when it came to the situation with Ricochet. Here's my shit, especially when it came to promos. The promos, you were ass in WWE. You go to AEW, you say you're doing way better in AEW on your promos. I call bullshit on that.
You don't think he's doing
What do you
better
mean by
in his
that?
promos in AEW?
My thing is when it comes to any wrestler, you gotta work on your craft. Wherever you are at, whether you are in the independent scene, in the mainstream, WWE, AEW, you gotta work on your craft somehow, some way. Don't blame the company because you yourself are not making yourself better. You understand what I'm trying to say?
No, I hear you. I hear you.
Hold on.
All right, so let me get my opinion.
know
Then I'm
about
gonna
that.
I'm gonna give my opinion, and I'm gonna let everybody else go. You know how the order is. All right, so I'm gonna say it like this. AEW's version of Ricochet is a tad bit better than what he was in WWE. This is and the reason why I say that is because, for one, he's on TV a lot more. He's given an opportunity to like improve in his promos. His wrestling was already there, so he don't gotta improve his wrestling. He's a phenomenal wrestler. It was it was just his promos that needed work.
Yeah.
I have to say that his promos in AEW is a lot better, whether it's kind of cringe to you or not. It works better in AEW because AEW is more of a free-spirited type of company. If he tried to do that in the E, it won't work in the E because the E has a teleprompt in front of their wrestlers and they says, this is what I want you to do. If you ain't Roman Reigns, if you ain't Cody Rhodes, if you ain't Jacob Fatu, Oba, or any of these top stars that are making their way in the E, you're not going to get that creative control to say whatever you want. You get what I'm saying? You ain't getting that. But in AEW, he got a little bit of creative way to tweak however he is. Now, like I said, I'm not saying that his promos are perfect in AEW, but they're a lot better than what they were in WWE. And not for nothing, everybody's experience in the E is different. If we go back and watch his footage in WWE, what is he most known for in WWE? The whole Logan Paul situation when they both had that moment. That's what I remember from him. I don't remember. I know he had other moments, but I can't remember them.
That's true.
You know what I mean? That's how.
I think my thing is, and I'm sorry to cut everybody off, but I'm gonna just put it like this. There are some wrestlers that are good in WWE, And then there are other wrestlers that are good in AEW. Every company is different. That's just how it is. If you feel good in WWE and you know you're doing your shit, you're doing your shit. The same way how it is in AEW. That's just how it is. If you don't feel your craft is good in WWE, go somewhere else. Do that. That's fine. But don't just sit there and talk shit, because then it's gonna bite you back in the ass afterwards.
Yeah, that's the one thing. That's the one thing that I disagree with when it comes to wrestlers and them leaving the promotion, is to continue to stir the pot or fire shots. Now I understand if you had a bad experience, you had a bad experience. You know what I mean? Speak how you feel. But if you left the company in good standing and then you come out, and I'm not saying Ricochet left the company in good standing, because I know he left the company. He was let go. He was let go, right? I'm trying to remember. He was let go, right?
I think so. I think it was let go.
I believe he got let go. I don't remember if he did or not. But
Yeah, because I don't remember if he asked for his release.
He got released. He got released.
Okay, all right. So, like, I don't like it when wrestlers leaving in good standing, and then now that they left the company, they go back and they start saying something bad about either company. I don't think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you left in good standing, why do you have to say anything bad? You know what I mean? Like, there's two companies for a reason. And the reason being is that one is the alternative and the other one is quote unquote, hate to say it's the main company. They dominate everything, whether the content is good or not, which we all know at this point right now, WWE is basura. They're not good right now.
I don't feel like they're an alternative anymore, but that's just me.
Well, no, I know AEW is the alternative, my opinion. But what
I feel like it's the same thing. Like, they're both companies run by billionaires. How can you be an alternative when you're just like them?
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're saying it that way, then I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
You can't be an alternative when you're just like them. You're a billionaire who owns a wrestling company, just like the other guy. Billionaire runs. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying when you say it like that. Hey, I want to give my bro a chance to speak. Darkwing is in the building. Like I said, we got a show tomorrow. So I wanted to give him a chance to speak his piece, because he was commenting below, but he's on the panel right now. I need Dub to start talking. What's good, bro?
Talk your shit. Let me stop.
All right, what up, cuz? Y'all good?
Yes, sir. What up, Darkwing, man?
Man, all right, I'm going to put it to y'all like this. The Ricochet that we getting in AEW, it started out okay. It really did. His heel run started out okay. But now, the Ricochet we got now ain't no different than the WWE Ricochet. It's the same shit over and over and over and over again. That faction that he's in, it ain't helping him and it's not helping them. Some of y'all giving Ricochet way too much credit. What is he doing with this national title they created for him to have? The same shit that he did with the United States title and the Intercontinental title. Not a goddamn thing.
Talk about it.
So I don't see no difference between this Ricochet and a WWE Ricochet, other than he's heel compared to being a babyface. That's literally the only difference. And if these AEW marks will not admit it, because they're marks for AEW, just like WWE has their marks. Me, I ain't no mark for no company. I'm just gonna tell it how it is.
Same.
I'm gonna just tell it how it is.
That's why I don't get invited nowhere.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Why I don't get invited nowhere.
Why?
You know what I'm saying? Like, this Ricochet ain't no different than the WWE Ricochet.
Only difference with this Ricochet, he's able to talk more shit about the company that brought him up until he left and went to AEW, and he's talking shit.
And you
Don't
know
bite the
what
mouth
kills?
that fucking fed you, bro.
I'm telling you. You know what kills me about that is that
Okay.
he was a multiple time intercontinental champion. He was a multiple time United States champion. He was the North American champion in NXT. He act like he was treated like straight doo doo in WWE. So again, like I said, there's no difference in between this Ricochet and the WWE Ricochet,
I just want to say,
except Marks will say something totally different. I ain't no fucking Mark. I'm gonna just tell it how it is.
All right, so
Oh God.
before anybody else go, I want to say this. So all right, so Dub brought up a few good points. You know what I mean? As far as his character build, he brought up a few good points. Like, if you really think about it, his character really, it might have changed maybe, but really hasn't. You know what I mean? Like I told you, for me personally, I feel like his promos got a teeny weeny bit better. But when you point out the fact that he's the national champion, and then you look at the fact that he's won more titles in WWE, he was multiple time champions, and it really hasn't been acknowledged that like that because the fact he said he lost his love, and then he mentioned Apollo Crews and a few other folks that are really outstanding wrestlers, but they have been muzzled as far as their promo capabilities. It, you know, it's kind of hard to. Let me put it like this: I see both sides. I see Ricochet's point of view, and then I see the fans' point of view as far as what Dub is saying and what a lot of you guys are saying on the panel. Like, I see both sides. You know what I mean? Like for me, I just feel like maybe like either he should like get a second opinion as far as his presentation, as far as how he talks, or you know what I mean, or he should probably get a second opinion as far as the faction. But when it boils down to it, like it's the booking that you really gotta look at, because they the ones that's booking him that way. The biggest booking that he had to me was when he was against Swerve. That was his biggest look. And he actually won that match, didn't he?
I don't remember.
He won that match. I think he beat Swerve. Didn't he beat Swerve?
I remember.
So
He beat Swerve.
Yeah, he beat him. So I mean, at the end of the day, like, you know, if you want to say that his AEW career is kind of better, then, you know, you could say that in a way, because he's on TV a lot more. He's facing the top guys in the company for the most part. You know, he didn't really face too many of the top guys in WWE. He was more like a B rated, maybe even C rated of guy on WWE's roster. Even when he had that moment against Logan Paul. So I mean, yeah, listen, you know, for me, I as far as Ricochet's wrestling ability, I think he's phenomenal. I just think probably he needs to just work on his mic skills, you know, and just brush up on that, because at the end of the day, the promo sells the character. If your promos are not that good, then people are not going to believe in the character. You know what I mean? That's why MJF is so good. MJF could sell water to a whale. That's how good MJF is. Swerve Strickland could make you believe that he's the most dangerous person in AEW. Just off
Unless you're Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega did not fall for that shit yesterday.
Oh yeah, that definitely was a good segment between him and Kenny Omega. And if you look at it, that segment between him and Kenny Omega kind of mirrored CM Punk and Roman Reigns segment, if you really look at it.
Not really.
Oh, you got you some groans, bro. You got some groans. Uh-oh.
I would have liked Swerve so much, but then I remember that I'm black and ugly. I can't. I'm sorry. I remember I'm black and ugly.
No.
I'm sorry. I would have liked Swerve, but I remember he said in his song, and I quote, "I had a chick and she was black and ugly." Before he changed it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he did
I
say
didn't
that.
know. I know he said that, but I didn't know he said it in the song.
Yeah, he said had a chick, but she was black and ugly.
So, I just want to say just one thing on the whole Ricochet thing, because I think there's a portion that everyone is really forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that most people aren't going to forget because, like, oh, they didn't like how his character is being portrayed, how he was doing promos, what he was wearing, this, that, and the other. What about workplace culture? This is a job. How are things backstage? How were negotiations? How was dealing with every manager and middle manager and producer? How is he being treated by those people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, there are times when I am working a loop with promoters that aren't the best people. And at the end of that, going like, I hate what I'm doing right now. And I don't want to put my stripes back on. I don't want to put the miles on my car, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they make me hate professional wrestling. So when Ricochet was speaking on that with WWE, that's kind of how I was feeling he was going, because like we've all felt it, you know, especially when you work for a bad boss, and we've all worked for bad bosses. Because everyone's just like, oh, the promos, the this, the that, the titles. Titles are useless. They're props for the show. We all know that. The only title that really is like important in any wrestling company is the heavyweight title, because that's the one that moves money and tickets. So that's always the important one. Everything else are props for the show. And people just seem to forget, like, this is a man who had a job who didn't have the greatest of bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And that had pushed more people out of many industries, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We hear it all the time in tech, construction, healthcare, especially with nurses, you know? So it's just like, I think people need to have stop thinking of it in the way of like, oh, how is your character portrayed, and think of it more in the way like, how was he as a person, as his namesake was treated backstage, you know, as an employee.
Yeah. Yeah, when you say it like that, that makes perfectly good sense, you know. Like that's why I said where we can't really we can only go off of what we see on television and what he says. We can't necessarily, say that's not his truth, because we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he does have some truth to what he says, you know. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, if I'm a wrestler, whether I had a good experience or bad experience or not, I'm just the type of person, like, you know what I mean? Like once I left, out of mind, out of sight. I don't need to tell you, like, oh, this is what happened to me at my last job. It's self-explanatory. I'm going to show you by what I do in my performance in the next company. You know what I'm saying? And then you can judge for yourself on whether I had a good run in the other company or not. Just off of what I do in the next company. That's how I am.
I just don't want him to complain when Tony finds a new toy and stops playing with him. That's all.
Yeah.
So we all know that's gonna happen. Because here's the thing, I wanna like Tony, but Tony likes to listen to the fanboys. He's a fan. He's a fan who owns a company. He likes to listen to them. He'll reply to them on Twitter. I'm like, dude, you are a billionaire replying to the fanboys. Be a boss. Stop trying to be, I'm the cool mom. I'm the cool boss. No.
Hey,
no.
it's better than what he was when he started.
This is why when it comes to in that aspect, this is why I fuck with Triple H and them, because like, yeah, he'll listen to the fans sometimes, but majority of the time he's like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing, and if y'all don't like it, oh well, it is what it is. It's a business.
See,
I'm not here to like coddle you and
Like
say
Tony got a whole burner.
that's a gift
Tony
and
got
a
a
curse.
whole burner account just to listen to the fans.
It's like you said, it's a love and a curse, because it's like, yeah, you listen to the fans, you give them what they want. However, when you give them what they want, they're going to fucking complain one way or the other. Tell me I'm wrong.
Exactly.
Nah, you got a point. You got a point, but I believe Dub was saying this. That's like a gift and a curse. You know, you listen to the fans. You give the fans what they want. The fans get spoiled, and then when it doesn't go their way, they start complaining. You know, that's
Exactly.
just the
And 'cause-
IWC for you.
Because truth be told, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that Tony Khan has done by listening to the fans. When the product come out, it's shit. You know what I'm saying? And then there's like today's times. I don't think WWE is any good right now, and it's because Triple H doesn't listen to the fans enough. So it's a gift and a curse at the same time. You can listen to the fans and it still be shit water, but you can still do your own thing and it be garbage also. I feel like if there was like a middle ground, I think both companies could be putting on excellent shows at all times. But there's no middle ground.
Nope, there's no middle ground at all.
There's no middle ground at all. Because you give them what they want, they complain. You don't give them what they want, they complain. So it's like we're stuck in a rock and a hard place at this point.
Oh,
And
it's
that's what
always that way.
It's always been that way, and that's what
like I'm sorry, as a boss, you should not be going on Twitter searching your company, liking every fanboy tweet or replying, be like, oh, we'll do this. No, you're not supposed to be doing that. You are a whole billionaire with writers. Like, no, like stop listening to these stupid fanboys, and your product's gonna go to crap, and I'm not gonna want to watch. Like right now, I don't want to watch because all the people that I want to see are on Ring of Honor because you don't put them on the main show because you got 3 shows that have all the same wrestlers. Like what? No, you have 3 shows during the week. You got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Which is fucking wild to me, by the way.
Like, why are there 3 shows during the week and you still can't put everybody that you got? You got a whole big ass roster and you can only use half the people and you put them on Ring of Honor.
Don't WWE do the same
Too many
thing?
wrestlers.
Don't WWE do the same thing?
Not really, not entirely, because you got the main
Yes,
roster.
They do the same thing.
Wait a
I'm
minute,
WWE
because
fan.
because you got the main roster, which is Raw and SmackDown, and you got NXT that is developmental. Shawn Michaels is NXT, Triple H, Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, but they do the exact same thing. They got a whole roster of people in, and they don't do shit with them.
Shoot, I got a whole group chat of folks that are just sitting in
So
cater
it
that I
works for
talk
both
to during
companies.
shows.
Both companies do the same
That's why
thing.
I don't choose both companies, because both companies got shit wrong with them. When people say, oh, AEW, I'm like, yeah, no, not really. Both of them got issues. Both of them got fucking issues. They don't know what to do with the whole roster of people.
I mean,
Somebody said in the comments, WWE needs to change their TV ratings back to TV 14. Here's my thing with that. If
they got all the
WWE
old
were
people.
to
They
do
got
that,
all the old people on the roster. They got all the old people on the roster just taking spots.
that, and then also too, there's a lot of kids that be watching now. A
Kids
lot
make
of
money.
kids, y'all.
I'm gonna be real. Kids are the money.
But
Exactly,
that wasn't no
that's-
different from the 2000, the early 2000s. We was kids watching it in the early 2000s.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we shouldn't have.
yeah.
And that's why they're complaining that no one's buying their WrestleMania tickets. Maybe because you have priced out the family-friendly thing that you wanted for I don't know what reason. Now you're complaining that no one's buying your
Yeah, a
ticket.
front row ticket at WrestleMania is $18,000. Like,
Even
Now
the
that-
lowest one is like 800.
Hey.
The
Now
cheapest
that-
is $800 some dollars, and that's all the way to be top.
Now that I blame TKO wholeheartedly. Nobody can change
Listen,
my motherfucking mind.
I have said this to my boy.
I'll go even further.
Go
I
ahead.
have said this to my boy over and over and over again. There's a lot of things that we can shit on Vince McMahon about. There's a lot of things that we can shit on him about. But the one thing that we do have to give credit where credit is due is that he did not price out the families. And TKO even said that themselves, like Vince McMahon kept the ticket prices low for the families, and they're the ones that are raising the prices.
Raising
But yeah,
prices. He did.
but ain't that the same motherfucker before he left? He was like, you know what? I'm gonna do WWE dirty. I'm gonna put them under TKO, and TKO is bringing up the prices.
He
TK, there's a
wanted
lot
money
of
before he left.
like, do I understand with Vince? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it family. Oh yeah, I'm
Now
gonna keep
talk to
the
me sounds like
prices at this level and da 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 da. Yeah. But he's the same motherfucker that went and decided to be like, you know what? I'm gonna fuck my son-in-law up and my daughter up real quick and put them under TKO. Like, fuck y'all.
And I can tell you right now, they fucked up, Ice and now New Orleans. If you would have went to New Orleans, those tickets probably would have been a lot cheaper. There could have been parties. There could have been so much shit. But you said, no, let's go back to Vegas and have people spend money in Vegas. Don't nobody want to go to fucking Vegas. I can tell you that right now. Don't nobody want to go.
And you know who's to blame? TKO.
No.
TKO.
I'll go a step further than TKO because I have a feeling by either the end of this year or the end of 2027, the Saudis are going to buy TKO.
And that's gonna be.
They've been taking a lot of orders from the Saudis recently.
I mean, yeah, they're getting WrestleMania next year, so.
I definitely think that the Saudis are definitely going to probably buy TKO at some point, or buy WWE. Let me not say TKO. Let me say WWE at some point. I definitely think because their perspective of professional wrestling is different from our perspective. Because if they buy WWE, trust and believe. If y'all thought that last pay-per-view was bad. This is going to be way worse. And I'm sorry if their idea of great professional wrestling is having all these older guys in the top spot, then they are doomed. Because they are doomed. Because even the older wrestlers don't want to be in those positions anymore. And they are definitely pushing those older wrestlers to the moon. And I feel like Roman, and I know I talked about this with Dub. My opinion is with Roman Reigns, as big as a star he is, as great as he is and all the accomplishments he's made, he's a hypocrite. Because how you going to go on, which lets me know this was all part of the story. This was all a work. You went on a Pat McAfee show and said that creative need to step it up, whatever, right? Then you go to the Royal Rumble and you win the Rumble.
But you don't think what he said was true, though?
No, I'm not saying what he said wasn't true. I know it was true, but if you want WWE to create new stars, then wouldn't that mean that because he's too much of an elite. He's in an elite class now. He don't need to win the Rumble to win the title. He could just get a title shot.
So then that means at that point, WWE got to step it the fuck up. Because the fact that it took Roman Reigns to win the Rumble, and look what we're getting now, cinema is back, quote unquote, because he won the Rumble. Look what we're getting. Roman Reigns gave them 2 years. 2 years to be like, all right, y'all got to step y'all shit up. And if y'all don't step y'all shit up, then
That's in Triple H. That's a Triple H thing.
So then he gave them that. So then he gave them 2 years. 2 years.
I understand that.
And then he was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna just put it verbatim. He pretty much said, you know what? I gave these motherfuckers 2 years, and none of these people stepped up in my shoes. So I'm back. I'm here. So So that
I
I
have
so that
zero
right there so that right
expectations.
there I do blame creative and Triple H on. That right there I can blame on
my
them on.
my expectations is very low too, Don. My expectations very
Yeah,
low too
I have no
because how
expectations.
I see it is that Roman Reigns at this point of his career shouldn't have to carry the company. You get what I'm saying? Especially with his condition. With his condition, he can't be a full-time guy like everybody else.
Exactly.
I would give a little bit. I would give a little bit of give a little bit of leeway if he could be a full time guy, but he can't. So how is he really carrying the company if he can't be a full time on the roster? He can't be a full time talent. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how is it really carrying the company? What is he going to win the title and then we only going to see the title like twice a month or once a month or whatever? Like it doesn't really add up to me. Like I said, he don't really need to win the Rumble to win the title because he's in that elite class. So all they gotta do is build a storyline and then put him in the situation. But the booking, the story didn't do that. So
I'm gonna put it. Because the thing is, it came full circle. Pretty much what Roman Reigns is saying, and I'm gonna quote John Cena. He's like, John Cena said, "I can do this better part time ever than you can do it full time."
well, that has yet to be seen. Then, if that's what
The
he's
way
planning on doing,
because let's be for real, because the way how shit is going right now, Roman Reigns is part time. Everybody else is full. As John
yeah.
Cena said, I did this. I'm here part time. I could do this better part time, way better than you could do it full time. And John Cena was the man for how many years? And I'm a fan. And I'm a fan of John Cena. I've loved John Cena ever since I was a little girl. I've looked up to that man ever since I was a little girl.
Yeah, for
Like
me,
and to me that shit came completely full. To me, that shit came full circle. Because when John Cena said that to Roman, he stepped up. Now Roman Reigns is pretty much saying that to those who are full time in his own little way. In a sense, if you really want to think of it like that,
nah,
because
I hear you.
that's how I'm thinking it. That's how I'm thinking it.
I hear you.
Because to
yeah,
me,
that's
that shit
why I
came
was telling
full
you,
circle.
Bars. Like for me, like if I want to enjoy like real, true, authentic wrestling with many different wrestling styles, I like to. I swing more heavily on AEW because there's a lot of talent there internationally that had wrestled in many different circuits and they have many different wrestling styles. But if I want my soap opera, I go to WWE. I swing that way. If I want a good soap opera where it is a CM Punk, and a John Cena, or if it's a Roman Reigns bloodline story with Cody Rhodes or anything of that nature, I swing more heavily that way because I really don't have any high expectations on the true wrestling product from top to bottom. So I kind of am split because I know what WWE can bring from a entertainment perspective, the spectacle that we always say. And if it's AEW on Wednesdays, or I think there's a pay per view coming up, on the 21st, I think.
They got a
And
show this
it's
weekend. Actually, they got a Grand Slam Australia this weekend.
okay. Grand Slam Australia, yeah. So that's looking quite promising. So I'm gonna check that out. And
Yeah, that thing gonna be fucking hours upon hours upon hours.
yeah, we already know. We
Yeah.
already know how it is.
Watch me fall asleep halfway through because Jesus.
I did the last
6 hour
time.
show.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. Like on a lot of ways as far as the whole Roman thing, and I also see Roman's point of view too. I just felt like he was a hypocrite because if you're trying to create new stars, that means you got to step out the way. But I also understand why he had to step in and carry the company on his back is because the people that's supposed to be carrying the company's not doing a good job of it. So I actually do get it. And the last time we actually had some good storytelling in WWE was the whole Bloodline story. So I get that too. I get that too. And I was a big fan of the whole Bloodline story, especially when Jey Uso became heel and he was like snapping and Sammy came in and the whole he's not feeling so oozy. I thought that was hilarious. That was good. That was great TV for me. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what brought me back in the first place.
yeah, so I definitely understood with that. So we winding down. Any closing thoughts? Any closing anything about what's been going on this week? If anybody has anything to say, if you got a burning desire to talk your talk, now is the time.
I've said
I
enough.
I feel like for me, I didn't have much of an issue with the Ricochet thing. I do like his full heel act on screen and off screen. I think he chose very, very well, and I like that. Of course, things are not perfect for him right now. He's developing his promo skills. Yeah, it's a little corny, a little cringy, but I enjoy the overall product of him working with people he haven't really worked with before, or some that he got back to now, challenging again from seeing him from the independent scene when he was younger, and he's one of the top independent wrestlers in a long time. So I really enjoy his work because I got to know him in WWE. Now, what he said was it a lie? Yeah, I mean, I think he was just overreacting. But I will say it could have been probably quite better. But with him being like 6'1", and we know that when it comes to WWE, the only exception would be like CM Punk. Of course, he's not the tallest, but they don't push a lot of the smaller stars. Either you want to be in the mid card because you don't have the greatest promo skills, or you may not be on the card at all. But they did give him opportunities in WWE, so I mean, I don't think that was really accurate. Now, what he said about other wrestlers that were big in the independent scene and came to WWE, and it wasn't what we expected. I get his point on the others like Shinsuke Nakamura or I believe he said Finn Balor, Apollo Crews. I enjoyed Apollo Crews when it was COVID, and he worked a lot with a lot of people during COVID, and I enjoyed his work. Was he the greatest on the mic? No, but to me, I'm not going to hang my hat on just the promos. I want to just see the overall product and see how somebody can, attract me to their work. So, yeah.
So one last thing, and this idea was posted on Facebook, and I thought it would be pretty cool. What if WWE started an all Nigerian faction? Because they got a lot of Nigerian wrestlers. What if they had Omos, Obafemi, and Apollo Crews in a faction? And
No.
it just based it was like almost like a mafia Nigerian type of gang or whatever like that war, because they have a lot of dangerous type of individuals in Nigeria, especially in Lagos. So what if WWE was to start that? Would you guys think that the fans will be gravitate to that? Because somebody posted an idea about that.
Nope.
I don't think so.
I would say it would be better than the
Absolutely
Vision.
not.
It would be better than we got with the Vision.
It's gonna be nothing but
Yeah.
racism. No.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to.
It's gonna be nothing but racism. We're gonna be fighting everybody in the comments. No.
Absolutely
Mm-hmm.
not.
Like, nah.
These white
No.
fans are not gonna know how to fucking act, and they're gonna get their ass beat. So no.
And then
Okay.
they're gonna, be like, oh, I'm not understanding what the fuck he's saying.
No, I don't want it. I
Like,
don't need it. I'm
no,
good.
no,
Not only
No.
that, guys, you got to look at WWE relies more on the older guys to try to push the product, which I think hurts them in the long run. Where I agree with AEW, bring in these new guys, bring in the fresh blood because it gives a new feeling to wrestling. Where WWE, you got the old decrepit guys running the show, so anybody that is in their community will be pushed, while younger guys who actually do have talent have to say beginning to mid card.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the picture that I seen. Well, that's one of them. I seen something like that. It was I forgot. Yeah, Moose. Moose was a part of this
Oh
picture too, wasn't
no,
he?
no,
On top of
no,
that,
F
cause,
move. Nope.
right, cause,
Nope.
on top
Nope.
of that,
Absolutely not.
here's the other issue that you'll have with something like that. Look at the political climate that we're in within this country. Like
Exactly.
that might
I
work
agree.
in Canada or Mexico, Japan and places like that where the political climate
Put
ain't
Moose in there
like
with
it
you.
is here. But with the way the political climate is here, there's no way all Nigerian faction, or even if they tried to redo the Nation of Domination, that kind of shit would not fly in today's political climate.
Also, don't put Moose in there with nobody. Moose only want to be black when it's convenient for him. Fuck Moose.
Oh, dang.
Somebody said in the
Dang.
comment. As you said that, somebody said in the comment, take out Moose.
Moose is only black when it's convenient to him. Because I remember when he tweeted and deleted within like a good 1 minute, he said that black women are inferior to white women. So fuck him.
What the fuck?
Tweeted and deleted.
I didn't hear
I
nothing
ain't know
about
that.
this. I did not know this neither.
Also,
So
he may or may not, allegedly, even though there are police files, if you want to go look it up, he may or may not have pushed his last wife down a flight of stairs and got arrested.
I ain't know that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Whoa. Okay.
Girl, tell me the tea.
Woosah. Okay.
I'm good.
Some digging on the Googles.
Yeah, Jesus.
And there may or may not be, pictures of him and his mugshot and a police record that he may or may not have done to his last wife. Allegedly. Maybe.
Jeez.
Allegedly.
Jesus. Whoa. Oh, boy. Okay.
Like, yep. Period. Yep.
The girl, you always gotta put the allegedly in there before
Allegedly, even though you want to go on Google. Allegedly, even though you want to go on Google. If you want to go look, Google got it. Allegedly, though. Allegedly.
Well, he's an ex-NFL player, so how
So
some
they
of
all
them NFL players.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, y'all funny, y'all. Y'all saying it's on Google allegedly. So
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I'm not get signed, but it's on Google. Allegedly.
And one thing about Moose, I know Moose personally. He's wrestled for us several times. Really good guy. So a lot of these things that come out in stories, half the time I don't believe him because I know a lot of people like to push, people down and try to get them to do things that, quote unquote, they did, but they didn't really do.
yeah. Well, listen. The whole thing is this: you have to be careful on what you're reading. Now, mind you, I didn't know a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? So until I see with my whole aesthetics,
I'm gonna do what Kay said and check out the Googles.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I gotta check out the Googles for myself. But even if a lot of these things are slightly true, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know what I mean? There's been people that have done way worse than and they still get 110% support. They've done way worse. So, like, I just want to put that out there.
I.e. Tessa Blanchard, quote unquote.
Yeah. Tessa Blanchard is a piece of work. I'll put it that way.
Hey.
Man.
Hey, so you heard it first. and Mr. Allen would know because he works with a lot of these people 24/7. So he would know the scoop before
I'm
a
trying to
lot of
tell
folks.
you.
So
Uh,
yeah, but I definitely appreciate everybody tapping in. This has been a awesome show. Chopping it up with you guys, talking or whatever. Like I gratefully appreciate it. Hey, Smiley, you the MVP of the show today. You were showing out today. You was on one
Hey,
today.
look, I tell you, I know too much. If you ask me, I know just a little bit much. I
Yo,
need wrestlers to stop. I need wrestlers to stop telling me things that I don't want to know and I don't ask for.
Yo, you was on one today. You was on one today. I thought TikTok was about to start start coming in.
I would have been like, oh, they're trying to shut me down. All right, that means I said too much.
Yeah, but nah, it was fun show. I appreciate y'all tapping in. If y'all hear about anything like topic wise and y'all want us to talk about it next week, just send it to me in my messages and I'll pick it up and I'll put it on my notes for next week or whatever. You know what I mean? I'll do that and we definitely could talk about it. So that's gonna be every Thursday night, 8:30 to whenever. We gonna be up in here chopping it up, talking up a storm. So make sure y'all stay tuned.
I
Yo.
real talk. Y'all need to check us out on the YouTubes also. You know what I'm saying? Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. Check us out on the YouTubes. And also check out Darkwing Dub on the YouTubes also. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing out content on the YouTubes and sooner or later, I used to go live all the time, just like him. Sooner or later, I'll start getting the lives back up on the TikToks, but y'all toxic on the TikToks.
They're on the TikTok.
Not that.
I'm a newbie. I just joined in, so and I'm liking this. I like this.
Yeah,
now you like mask.
TikTok is
I've got
cool.
stories for days.
TikTok is cool. It just depends on what part of Wrestle Talk you decide to be around. Because if you be around one side, it could be super toxic, and then if you be around the other side, it could be super cool. Like our side is pretty cool. Like we be cool and we be having fun.
Everywhere. It does get toxic. That's why I don't be in those circles anymore. They know of me, but I'm like, no, nah, don't put me in this.
I was about to say, I could have sworn I've seen you in a few other people's
Yeah,
lives. I'm not gonna throw any names out there. But
I don't be in the circles anymore because I'm just like, y'all look weird.
I know I used to see you on certain individuals' lives. Like I said, I'm not gonna say any names, but I know I've seen you there.
Probably, yeah, probably.
I just say
along with Kay.
I just say on that
Kay
one.
that's down there in the chat.
I just stay at that one live in wrestling, and I just stay in the comments. I don't be in. I'm like, I don't wanna put my opinion out there. I'll get attacked later.
You definitely got to watch out for it because there's certain individuals out there that are very toxic and very they are the ones that like to consistently shit on one company and consistently prop up the other company like the other company don't do no wrong just because they're the alternative. Like, no, both companies can be shit at the same time, and both companies can be good at the same time.
Yep.
Me and my bro don't like those people that are what's the word I'm looking for? Bars, tribalists. That's the word. We don't like those tribalists.
And I'll be right trying to tell them. I hope you know these wrestlers be watching. They just laugh at y'all because they're all friends. They're all
true.
Exactly.
Facts. And not for nothing, coming soon to a Wrestle Talk near you, I created a game. That's right, I created a game. It's called Are You a Tribalist? And I will be featuring this game on Barz Wrestling Media, doing a test run to see how it
Negro,
works.
Negro, you supposed to be saving that for our show. Look at you.
I forgot. My bad. What? Listen.
God damn.
Dang, bro.
Fuck it up.
Now, y'all gonna be able to see it on our show. You know what I mean?
Fuck
But
it
I
up.
do.
And sorry, real quick, I just want to throw out there everybody that's on the panel and everybody that's down in the comments, even the newbie, Smooth Libra. If y'all want to come on the Ring Ropes Turnbuckle podcast, y'all shoot me a DM and we can set up a time for y'all to come on for our monthly show. We have a monthly show that we do. It's called The State of Professional Wrestling, and we try to get different content creators on there to say their side of it. So we've had Mr. Allen on there. We interviewed him about his wrestling past and his company. But Mr. Allen, if you want to come on just for the State of Professional Wrestling, you're more than welcome. And then everybody else on the panel and in the comments, if y'all want to come on, y'all just shoot me a DM and I'll get some dates set up.
Yeah, for sure. This is not for nothing. This is for serious content creators only. So if y'all serious about what y'all do here on TikTok, if y'all serious about it, if y'all serious about what y'all do on YouTube or whatever, then yes, State of Professional Wrestling is definitely for you, because we have definitely been elevating that show, and we have had some like real big, content creators on there so far, and we wouldn't mind having more. So, shoot Dub the DM. He's the booker. You know what I mean? So shoot him the DM. You know what I mean? And I'll get the creative started. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, can I say something real quick, Barz?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you and Darkwing good promo here. I was on your show a while back in the interview, and I really enjoyed it. You guys have gone from like friends to almost family for me, because I don't watch hardly anybody else when it comes to wrestling anymore. It's either you or Darkwing, and I really appreciate you guys, because you've always been upfront and totally truthful for me, no matter what it is.
We appreciate you, Mr. Allen. Like, you one of the main people that's been supporting our product, and we appreciate you. We just taking it one day at a time. We're trying to like elevate. We never thought it will go this fast for us, and we never even dreamt that we would have these type of caliber wrestlers on our show. It just kind of just happened. Like, it was just like, yo, we want to come on your show. We see what y'all doing. Like, we get a lot of messages. Our DMs be full of messages from wrestlers from WWE, AEW, TNA, you name it. They like, yo, we want to come on the show. We see what y'all doing. We be shocked.
Wow.
We were like, yo, did he just message? We were just talking about it the other day. Yo, this dude just messaged us. You know what I mean? So we got some big guests coming up, in the next few months. We gonna shake things up a bit.
And Mr. Allen, to your point, if there's one thing that we pride ourselves on, is being authentically ourselves, regardless of how people feel about it. If you don't like it, I'm the heel of the show, and he's the baby face. He the one that sometimes got to tell me, bro,
Yeah, you're the bad cop. He's the good cop. That's what it is. You're the bad cop. He's the good cop.
He be like, bro, you need to chill, because I know some of y'all ain't never seen me on these lives before. I know Smiley has and Mr. Allen has, but some of y'all ain't never really seen me on these lives, and I can get pretty animated, as y'all can tell by the way I was talking. Oh, Jackson, I forgot Action Jackson over here too. Used to be OJ, now you're Action Jackson.
I might change it back. I might change it back.
I typically, if y'all pay attention to our shows on YouTube or Spotify or whatever, I'm typically the one that gets animated, and sometimes he got to be the one to bring me back down. But I don't. But the difference between me and him is I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna say what I want to say, and if you don't like it, guess what you can do? Get fucked.
Hit the bricks. Hit the bricks.
Exactly. But yeah, if there's one thing that we pride ourselves on, Mr. Allen, is we're gonna be authentically ourselves, regardless of who likes it, and we're gonna have fun doing it.
Which is kind of funny to hear saying you're playing the heel because on our interview it was like you were more of the baby.
Yeah, that's
Barz was
crazy.
kind of more
Yeah,
of the heel.
I was more the heel on that day. I don't know. If something was going on that day. I don't know.
But,
Yeah, something
but
had to be
I
going on
thoroughly
that day.
enjoyed it though, man. It didn't seem like we were on that long. When I actually saw the repeat, it's like, damn, we were on that long. I didn't realize it went really fast, and we really enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, it was a fun show. We had a nice time. We had a real nice time.
But for real though, if y'all want to come on the show, man, y'all shoot me the DMs and we can get some dates and times set up, man, for real. Because we
Yeah.
all about getting content creators on the show. Action Jackson, you know you more than welcome. You've been A1 day one too.
I definitely
So
have, man. See, I'm a part of the damn family, damn near shit.
yeah, so y'all, but for real, anybody on the panel, anybody down in the comments, y'all want to come on, hit your boy up. I'll get you set up.
Yeah, for sure. Like, like anyone y'all want to come on in the comments, the same thing. If y'all serious about y'all craft, y'all want to come on the show, let us know. Let us know. We set that up for sure. We're on all major podcast platforms. So if you and we give views, people like what we doing. If our analytics as far as last year, we were like, what was we like in Japan? And what was we in Japan, like number 2 in Japan or something like that, as far as new
Oh yeah, like
podcasts?
yeah. As far as
Damn.
new podcasts go, we were top 5 in new podcasts in Japan, the Netherlands, Mexico, and then here in the U.S. we were like top 80 or something like that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy, man. For Japan, man, that's a big deal for Japan.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
And we could thank and the Japan look, we could thank Odyssey Jones for that, because Odyssey Jones always shares our stuff. Every
Yeah,
time we
definitely.
get something, he shares our stuff. So we could thank Odyssey for that. Odyssey, that's the big homie. So like,
Yeah, he need. Yeah, that's another straight.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I do want to say that I post just mainly like reaction videos, but I really don't show my face. I just show the TV and I just say what I say in the background. So if y'all want to check that out, It's up to you guys.
I just followed you. Yep.
No, I just followed you. I followed you. I'm gonna be checking out your content and I'll share
I
it
think
too.
I follow everybody up here. Everybody already know up here anyways.
Yeah.
I know Don from other lines. I know somebody from other lines.
The thing is, I don't be posting too much, but I be posting, but not a lot though. But
Right.
when I post, I post.
Yeah. Yo, Chad Wrestling also has a podcast, and he also has a Facebook group page that's popping. So y'all might want to holler at Chad too. Chad, you still up there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, y'all might want to holler at Chad too, because his Facebook group page is popping. Like, he got a lot of people on there, and he also got a dope podcast. So y'all might want to connect with Chad too, because Chad's doing a lot of cool stuff.
And I got Facebook too, so.
Yeah. Yo, Chad, promote your stuff, man.
I go by Chad Wrestling Sports. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a sports fan. Like, anything that has to do with any wrestling brand, I watch it. I support it. Same thing with like almost all sports. That's just me. Like, we got, the NBA product, in my opinion, right now has been kind of, but it's the All-Star weekend, so I'm probably gonna check that out, just see what it's about. So yeah, that's what I'm into.
Yeah, plug in your Facebook group and your other handles, man, so people can holler at you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, plug those in. Let people know what's up. Plug it in. You could put it in the chat or let people know where to holler at you at, man. Connect with you.
All right, you can follow me on Facebook at Chad Douglas, and then Chad Wrestling Sports Expert 1. And then I got two main Facebook groups called Wrestling and Sports Fans and Wrestling and Sports Fans 2. And then I also just created another group where it's Women of Wrestling group where you can post if you into women's wrestling heavily. I'll be posting about women's wrestling matches on there and stuff, like videos and what matches went down and whatever company. So I'm into all that.
All right, so make sure y'all holler at that. Hey, I see Exhausted's down there. I've been trying to get you. I've been sharing the live to you, man. You finally tapped in. Before we go, let me get it. Let me see if Exhausted can come
He
up
was
real
late.
quick.
He ran a little late.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get him to come up. Tap in, Exhausted, if you still in the live, man. Tap in. Request up.
I don't think he's in here still.
I don't think he might have bounced.
He might have left.
Oh yeah. I post content too, like WWE 2K.
Okay, man.
So,
Give people your information.
yeah, you can follow me. You can follow me on Twitch at YBM Splat 5L.
Okay.
Or you can follow me on YouTube at YBM Splat Game 5837.
All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up for sure, man. I already follow you. Hey, Don, you got any content that you want to advertise real quick? Is he still there?
He should be there.
Did you say me?
Yeah. I was saying, do you have any content that you wanted to advertise real quick before we bounce?
Not necessarily, but you can follow me here on Twitter. I like to post wrestling, just content here or there. Pretty much a lot of people know where they seen me before. I be on a couple lives, and I found you and Dub in one of the larger lives, and pretty much follow y'all ever since. I've been had y'all subscribed on YouTube. So like how y'all said, once that content comes out more, I'll be paying attention to it. Cause I had supposed to watch TNA tonight, but once you had started your live, I just like completely just forgot about it. And we've been on here for a couple hours, and I like smaller crowds sometimes, the locals, these conversations where it's not always turned up, always rowdy, always, negative and stuff like that. So that's why I follow y'all, because I can, find out local wrestlers, learn from them, learn what y'all watched over the years, some wrestling that y'all suggest. So this is what I enjoy to, get the break from the other lives and come on here and, have a party. And the topics today was really good. I really enjoyed it. I don't think they were really on point from a like political perspective, from a cultural perspective, from an all around, wrestling perspective. So, I always enjoy being here and, listening out. Sometimes I'll be in the comments, sometimes I, can try to come up, but if not, I'm still watch. So appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you, man. Like I try my best. We try our best to be fair as far as our opinions and whatever content we putting out. We never try to be biased. We always try to be straightforward with how we feel about certain stuff. And as far as like what we do with the other wrestlers, you know what I'm saying, like honestly, it's just conversation based. You know what I mean? We don't try to be messy in our conversations and our interviews, man. We just try to be as professional as possible, but also we keep it G. But we don't we don't go into the outer realms of, you know, trying to fish for information. Like, you know, we ain't about all that, man. We just want to talk wrestling. We want to talk culture. We want to talk things like that. We ain't going no further than that. And I think that's kind of been the formula for us since day one. And that's kind of what has been able to get us in certain doors that, you know, most people wouldn't be able to get into right away, you know, especially in this stage, in the beginning stage, because honestly speaking, we're still at the infant stage. You know, it might seem like we done hit the outer limits, but we're still in the infant stage of this podcast. But you know, we're just making our rounds so fast, you know, it doesn't look that way. But
Yeah, I agree because, like I was saying, like sometimes I be on larger lives and it gets overcrowded and it be too much going on sometimes because while we in action though we be on other lives it just be too
It be
much
so much.
going.
Come on, I mean, I love going to them, but sometimes it's nice to go to a live where it's a
Yeah,
smaller group.
It
We're
gets the
able
best in
to,
there.
yeah,
talk.
where it's just a different, it's a different balance, it's a different look on it, different talking points. Sometimes, I know you guys talk way different typical wrestling topics than a lot of the other lots may not do so much because, of course, the mainstream, the top dogs, that's usually what's discussed the most. So,
Yeah.
not it's good to get a break from that, so you can just, you know, look at things a lot differently. So that's what's fun about it.
yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, we appreciate you, Smooth. I tried to invite you up. I don't know why I wasn't letting you up. I tried to get you up here, but I'll be up next week. I'll be on next week, man. I'll make sure you get up here. Yeah, well, with that being said, you know, I'm gonna check out because I definitely got work in the morning, so I gotta get me some sleep. But I appreciate you guys tapping in with me. I'll be on next week. Like I said, if y'all got any topics that you want to discuss on the show, just drop me a DM. Tell me, yo, you gotta talk about this. This is going on right now. This is trending. I'll definitely put it on the list to talk about. I got my notebook right in front of me, so we can get this going. Like I said, y'all can share this. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on TikTok, as you know, and it's going to be on Facebook. So this is definitely going to be available to everybody at their disposal. So make sure you look out for it on YouTube, because as soon as I end this live, it uploads automatically to YouTube. So you're going to be able to see it. So you'll definitely be able to chop it up and show everybody like you on here. You know, you're talking about this, talking about that. So. You know,
Can I ask that question? Do you have a Discord?
we got Discord. We got Discord.
Okay. Is there ever a time where we can just like watch a pay per view one of these times? Like watch a pay per view, maybe like an old school pay per view or like a PLE?
Well, here's the thing. We
Like a
tried
watching one?
that. We tried that once on our Discord, and for some reason it was not working. But if you know any way to like do this on Discord, we definitely will do some Discord events for you guys. If you guys want it, we'll definitely do some Discord events for you guys. You know, and we'll put out some stuff on Discord, like some exclusives or whatever, some behind the scenes clips, you know, and definitely PLE stuff. So
I think that'd be pretty fun, man. I like those. They're kind of very fun to be in Discord people and watch an event.
Well, we gonna try and work on that. We kind of did have somebody for that at one point, but that's kind of we don't mention his name. We don't.
Okay, all right, man.
Motherfucker, why would you even bring that up?
Oh God!
Forgot about it. I forgot all about that.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. Well, something must have happened.
I did. I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose to mess with Dub.
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about.
Don't even talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh, poor poor thing.
Oh
He's
no.
traumatized. Traumatized.
Nah,
Oh baby.
bro wants to be choked. That's what it is. And
Oh my God.
if I was in the area that he's in, I'd wrap my hands around his throat.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God. Is it that bad?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will have to tell y'all the story to
Yeah, tell me
sometime.
I already know.
Let me know.
No, I already know I ain't gonna go through it. I already know
I
that.
need to see. You know me. If you don't tell me, I'm gonna go find out anyway.
Right, and then she gonna tell me about it because shit.
Like, cause you know someone's gonna tell me. I'm like, what happened? Don't have me in talk. Don't tell me everything.
But I ain't
I
gonna
hear
let
from you or I hear from them.
The thing is, I'm not gonna let everybody and their moms know. Whatever stays here, stays here. Shit.
No, it's not a secret. Everybody knows about it for the most part. So
shit, I don't.
But if you don't know, we'll fill y'all in next time. We'll fill y'all in sometime.
Yeah, next time. Yeah.
Yeah, next time, same bat time, same bat channel. That's how we do it. You know. So, yeah. All right. So, without further ado, we're gonna check out of here. I'll definitely see you guys next week. Like I said, if there's any topics that you guys would like to discuss, let a brother know. Put it in the DMs. I definitely will put it on the list to talk about. We're going to be talking about some more stuff real soon. I'll see y'all next time.
All right, y'all take
Barz.
care of yourselves.
Barz Wrestling Media. And to everybody on YouTube, on the big screen, see y'all next week. Barz Wrestling Media.
Bye.
Deuces.
Peace.
Tune in, same Barz time, same Barz channel for more.
Barz Wrestling Media Live! Barz Wrestling Media.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.